violence instead of like real life diseases.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get started now. Let's start off with a little bit of a recap of last session. So you guys are currently in the Tomb of the Nine Gods, and you've explored level 1, the Rotten Halls. A level that is kind of still attached to the outside world, with some cracks in the ceiling, allowing sunlight to trickle down, some growth of plant life clinging to the walls, growing in patches on the floor. And you guys had gone around and hit all of these skull buttons, which in turn had turned green, and then had seemed to make this skeleton key appear when multiple buttons were pushed. Upon destroying the skeleton key, which was a skeleton and a key, it was a human skeleton with a key attached to its head, it actually acquired the key. So that suggests that the key must open something. Armed with that knowledge, you guys headed deeper into the tomb. You entered level 2, and you had seen some archways leading off, some tunnels leading off in different directions. You could see down to the bottom floor, the 4th floor, from the balcony. And you'd seen these zombies poking their heads through these holes in the wall. Some bits attached to their mouths, dangling chains behind them. We ended the session with you guys staring at this very ominous devil's face. As you are adventuring, as you guys know, these stone hands have kind of reached out from the walls and have been grabbing people, dragging them into the walls and seeming to put them in some sort of stasis as they're basically turned into a bas-relief. Millhouse and Torrin have now been released from that bas-relief state and have just headed down the stairs. So, you guys are all here together, and you've just been kind of inspecting this devil's face. I'll describe this room again. It's a 15-foot square room, and the walls and the floor and the ceiling are all riddled with cracks. Not only are the walls and ceiling and floor cracked, they're also carved with images of terrified humanoids falling. And then set into the middle of the floor is a stone bas-relief of a bearded devil's face, painted green, and forlorn cries echo from a black void that takes up its gaping maw.
Yeah, I tossed a rock in there. It's what, like 30 feet deep? So you said?
You
or whatever the hell I threw in
there, and you heard it hit the ground pretty quickly. Doesn't sound like it's too deep. There's definitely a solid surface directly below the mouth.
It's wide enough for us to get through, right?
Yeah. You could fit
Sure, why not?
in there.
I'm just kidding.
maybe don't go
Go
down
right
there.
in. Alright. There might be gold down there, guys. Or another
I'll
dead
call
body.
up to everybody. Do the hallways continue over there, or is that a dead end?
Becky, if he's going, pretty sure.
I'll yell down to Nathan. Is there like a right or left down there, Nathan?
Oh, up here? No, it's just the devil face in a 3x3 room.
Okay.
So Millhouse,
maybe
how long
we'll...
do you think we were in the walls? Oh, there they are. Hi guys.
Hello. Quick question: what happened to Sonic?
Oh.
He got destroyed.
Yeah.
Has it been less than an hour?
You've literally just come out of the wall. While you're in the wall, you're in a stasis. You're not able to rest or anything like that.
But if it's been less than an hour, I can bring him back.
Oh, then yes. It
15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, no one had taken there'd been no rest, so yeah, it's less than an hour.
I'll use mending at level 1 to bring him back.
Okay. You take this little cube out of your pack of many gizmos. You throw it on the ground, and it transforms back into Mataru Soniku.
I do gotta find his physical body though, so it's not in a dangerous place, is it?
Oh, in that case, he's not here. He's crushed in between the jaws of the skull. You'd have to go back upstairs and get it.
Well, if you guys want your sacrificial lamb back, you want to join me going back upstairs to grab him?
You go ahead. I'll check this hallway for traps and shit.
He got crushed in the mouth of the skull, so he's still trapped in there.
We probably shouldn't split up. I mean, it's going to take a solid 30 seconds to go up there and get that. If it helps us, it's probably the safer way to clear these traps, right?
Yeah.
So how about let's spend, 30 seconds. Let's go up the stairs, grab the body, come back.
Alright, if you guys are heading back upstairs, then jump on the staircase and I'll move you up to the next level. Someone will need to try and pry these jaws open as well, as Sonic was completely crushed within the mouth. Now you guys return back to the Rotten Halls. And when you make your way to the top of the staircase, you'll see the opening to the east here that has the massive skull worked into the wall. And Mataru Sonoku's body still crushed in there.
I'll just wait at the bottom of the stairs for them to come
That's
back.
actually where Torrin and Millhouse were dragged into the wall as well, around there anyway, so you would have
Alright, I'll go top stairs then.
seen Metal Sonic before you head down. You probably would have seen everyone just down on the balcony below from above. So he's still completely crushed in the jaws of this skull.
I'm not very strong. You guys got this.
The jaw is hinged and it will require a measure of strength to try and pry this skull open and free Mataru Soniku.
I'm also not very strong. Somebody else do this.
It's dangerous. I gotta... Oblock and I will watch from here, guys. I'll delegate.
But
Okay. Shall I try?
Anyone within 5 feet can attempt to do so with an athletics check.
I'll help him.
Okay, you have advantage, Torrin.
Cool.
And
I think
you just pry the skull right open. The jaw opens up and Mataru Soniku spills out onto the ground. When that happens, the two flames in the skull's eye sockets reignite.
Alright. Back up with you. My little sacrificial lamb.
Alrighty, you spend 1 minute repairing him, and he's as good as new.
Great. Well, Oblock, I don't know about you, but I feel safer already with that metal thing in front of everybody, yeah?
Yes, of course. The more the merrier. Technically, if there's more of us, then that narrows the chance that something bad will happen to us, in particular.
Absolutely. We just gotta stay in the middle of the pack and help everybody do their thing.
What were you guys doing up there anyway?
Where?
We're down.
Oh, in that skull thing?
No, where we met you guys just now.
We were just investigating that skull that had darkness inside of it. We just came down here, so we're figuring out how to move forward. Everything you see is kind of what we've looked at.
We're kind of deciding who's going to jump in the hole.
Also, very important, we can, see a sarcophagus It's fully undefended. There's probably no traps. And it's really tempting.
That's the problem, my fellow adventurers. It's undefended and no visible traps, because there's a big secret one. Right, Moa?
That might be the case.
Yes, I think so. This place
Moa
is
agrees with me.
a haven of evil. We should try and avoid the evil, but if we have a chance, if we can, we should also end it. There is a foul stench to this place, and we must make those whom enslaved us in our tombs pay for what they have done, not only to us as trickster gods, but to the people of Omu.
Who enslaved you in this tomb?
I dare not say his name.
Mm.
Surely, you must know.
No.
A terrible
It's my first
being.
day here.
A terrible, terrible being called a lich, who goes by the name of Azarak.
How did he kill you?
With a spell. One that took our soul and bound them into these items, forever trapped in our tomb, part of some sort of twisted game. He must pay for what he has done to us.
Yes, he will.
It's the right thing to do.
I share the information I got with the rest of the group.
Well, that's cheerful.
So this tomb is a tomb of the 9 gods, all of which were killed by Asarak. This lich killed 9 gods.
How was he done?
Alright. Well, nowhere to go forward. How about you guys go first?
Where do you want me to go?
We're getting another magic item from that too.
Yes. And another passenger. The warning...
Messenger?
Oh, another 9 god will probably be in that tomb, and he'll attach himself to you.
Dibs.
Right.
I love being attached.
The ring is a path to another tomb. And I see like a hallway down here. Maybe instead of going straight down the passageway, the ring means go in a circle. Okay.
Okay. So the ring is a path to another tomb. But we want to go to this one, right?
Is this the ring here? This balcony?
Well, there was rings around the little zombie faces down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Should we deal with the zombies first, or what?
well, they're not. They can only really attack you if you stand in front of them, and we might need them to open that door. So I kind of want to be careful with that.
Oh, we got rid of
Does
one.
anyone have sunlight?
Oh, that's right. That was a thing about sunlight.
Yeah,
For today.
I don't know the spell. I don't have it prepared, so we'd have to take
Maybe
a long rest.
Maybe there's a way we can naturally do it. Maybe there's like a window in here or something.
There's a window in this catacomb.
I like the
I don't know.
optimism.
Yeah, you're about 20 feet underground at this stage.
Maybe we get a bunch of mirrors and
Oh.
go toward the entrance and set them up that way.
The problem is
Do
Do you
the
have a
entrance is
bunch of
closed.
mirrors?
Wow.
We're all just staring at Sonic.
So, are we going in or not?
The only way out is through, so yes.
Caught sight of something. I can see a foot. Something's afoot, fellas.
As you arrive at this intersection, you see something strange about this room, Millhouse. The corridors to the north and south, they curve upwards and out of sight, but with no rails or steps to allow them to be climbed. The corpse of a half-human, half-goat creature in robes sprawls 10 feet to the north, and it grips a staff tipped with a bronze goat's head.
Can I see any obvious signs of death on the body?
You want to see how he died?
Yeah, from here. Specifically, I want to see how he died from here.
Make a perception check.
Solid.
So,
You can clearly see some crossbow bolts sticking out of his robes.
alright, I'm gonna. Alright, I guess I'll have Sonic grab the star.
Okay. He goes over and grabs it. The hand of the corpse is still kind of gripping it, and he pries it out of the corpse's cold, dead fingers.
Then I don't want to investigate what it might be here.
I'll check for traps
Are
around his
you,
body and stuff.
Are you taking a look at this stuff, Millhouse?
Yeah, I just didn't want to do it in the intersection.
Okay. Oh, you can clearly see that it's a magic staff, and you're not really sure what it does. You'd need to identify it.
I'm using that scroll of identify. It's finally happening, fellas. It's happening.
So the
It's been 20 sessions.
it seems to be made of a very smooth grey metal, and then the tip of it has this bronze goat's head. Alright, so as you're moving up this hallway, like this hall is curved upwards, and it curves, away from you upwards, and it goes from being horizontal to vertical. And you're on a bit of an incline as you move up the hall, Nathan, and you feel your footing feels kind of strange. You notice that your feet are almost kind of like sticking to the ground, almost like there is gravity where it shouldn't be, keeping you stuck to the floor. You can make a perception check to look for traps, Nathan.
I was gonna do that and then check his body.
You take a careful look around, and there's nothing that looks hazardous. You can clearly see those crossbow bolts sticking out of his robes. The robes are also stained with ink, and you notice a piece of parchment sticking out from his inner pocket. You can also see quite a few grievous large slashing injuries around his chest and torso region, like he's been hit by an axe or something. You inspect the body, and along with that piece of parchment, you also find an ink pot and a spell book.
Not too shabby.
The ink pot was kind of spilt on its side, but there's something strange about the ink pot because although it's clearly spilt and stained his robe, it still looks full.
Oh shit. I'll just try to dump all of it out, see what happens.
It just keeps on spilling out, staining the ground.
Damn.
And it doesn't.
Alright, I'll put a. Is there a stopper for it?
Yeah. You find it it seems to have come off. It's in there with his spell book in his robe pocket.
That'll be quite useful later. I'll pocket that, and then.
I love that reaction of, oh, cool, something obviously magical. I'm gonna dump it on the ground.
Yeah, no. I was just kept going. I was like, I was trying to test it out.
Alright, it's an ink pot that never runs dry. It's worth 100 gold pieces.
That's not too bad. It's got other uses. And then there's a parchment.
So you're keeping that, not putting it in the party loot?
Well, it probably has other uses. Probably like, writing on walls and shit.
Okay, I'm just asking so the party loot person knows if they're putting it in the party loot or not.
Who is that? Is that Millhouse?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Keep it.
I'm not trying to
Should
hide
we-
it from you guys. I'm just.
Should we try to walk along the path?
So wait, so are you just so things don't get misplaced from the party loot? Are you putting it in your inventory or putting it in the party loot? That's what all I'm asking.
Yeah, you can just put it in the party loot. It's fine.
Okay, mark that down on the party loot. And then the spell book. No one here is a wizard, so that's not going to be of any use of you guys. So throw that in the party loot as well. And then there's the journal. It's got dozens and dozens of pages filled in, and to read it, to go through it, it's going to take about 10 minutes.
May I see that?
Who's asking?
Ridani.
Oh, the new guy. I'll take a look at it first. I'll look at the last entry.
Alrighty. It's the last entry. It just talks about entering the tomb and encountering some of the various traps that you guys have encountered, and that's about it. Seems to just kind of be a lead up until his inevitable death. That's what the last entry says.
So what did he not foresee? I want to check for traps and stuff going up to the what's it called? The tomb. So I'm not moving there,
You
but
can make a perception check. You do see some light pouring down from the ceiling in this room. Nice golden light. And there is a sarcophagus. You take a look down the corridor, Torrin, and you don't see anything hazardous.
anything. So I
Alright,
go for it.
who wants to hold on to that journal?
Apparently, Eridani wants it. I don't know for some reason.
I start reading the journal.
Alright. You start flicking through it. It's going to take you 10 minutes to go through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I read and walk, or
You
if I
can.
stay in the middle of, if I stay in the middle of the group?
You can read and walk, but if you do that, then you'd have to be walking slowly, and you wouldn't be contributing your passive perception to anything.
Yeah, that's something Eridani would do, so...
Okay. I'll let you know when you've read it. Yeah, it's going to take you 10 minutes to go through it. If you find anything interesting, I'll let you know. As you walk down this hallway as well, so this room, this corridor is shaped like a ring. So it slopes upwards to the north and slopes upwards to the south. And yeah, your feet seem to be able to stick to the ground. And it continues upwards, like all the way around to a complete circle. You could notice it more as you move further north.
The tomb thingy is on the thing then?
Are you doing an identify spell, Millhouse?
Yeah, the spell scroll.
Okay, that takes 10 minutes. And that's on your spellcasting list, so you don't need any ability check. While you're concentrating on that, I'll let you know when 10 minutes has gone by. You wouldn't be able to move anywhere though, so just hang tight for now. I mean, you could also ask the party to just wait for 10 minutes as well. That's always a possibility.
Wait, yeah, I'll let them know it'll take me 10 minutes to do this.
Yeah, let's hold here. Then we can have Eridani finish reading the journal. Millhouse will identify the staff, and we'll have more information.
Sure.
Okay. Alright, you guys take 10 minutes. And firstly, your spell goes off, Millhouse. Identify. And you identify it as a Staff of Striking. It's a rare magic item that requires attunement. And you can wield it as a magic quarterstaff that grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. Staff has 10 charges. When you hit with a melee attack using it, you can expend up to 3 of the charges. For each charge you expend, the target takes an extra 1d6 force damage. And it regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at will, and it is currently full.
I mean, if anybody wants it, they can have it.
To gain the benefits of a magic item, you need to be attuned to it.
Yeah, if nobody wants it, I'm just going to check into party loot.
Alright. Person was a freaking half goat hybrid thing, wasn't he?
Is that
And what's
sorry? Is that item in the Sorry, where's the template for it?
The handout.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
While you guys are thinking about that, Eridani, you've made some interesting discoveries as you've spent 10 minutes poring over the journal. And you actually know who this person is, Orion, because they were a part of the company of the Yellow Banner. You actually met them on numerous occasions. It's Devlin, the Kalashite.
Oh shit! He was
Was he a half goat at that time?
No. He did have a goatee, but he wasn't a goat. So you go through the journal, and it's kind of like a chronicle of the time that they left Port Nyanzaru up until they arrived here. They talk about drinking in the Thundering Lizard Tavern at Port Nyanzaru, making their way through the jungle, convening with the Flaming Fists that patrol the jungle, avoiding a group of frost giants and even slaying one, bringing one down, meeting other rival groups of adventurers, including one whom they made a bet with, many other exploits of the company of the Yellow Banner in Cholt, how they made landfall at Kitchener's Inlet, followed the river Olung to Lake Luo before cutting southwest into the jungle towards Omu. Harrowing encounters that they'd had to overcome to get to this point. Their search for the puzzle cubes in Omu. Their brushes with the Yuan Ti. And the discovery of the true tomb entrance. And this is one of the final entries. It's near the end. A journal entry that I'll read out to you guys. If I can learn how to spell and actually find it. It says this. To those who find this, know that I, Devlin Bashir, am the last surviving member of the Company of the Yellow Banner. The warlord Razni stripped us of our weapons and threw us here on orders of his master Asarak. I can only imagine our souls are to be fed to his phylactery. Alas, it seems he has won. Our company was separated after the incident with the four-armed gargoyle. The Tomb Guardians tore Suet to pieces, and with him, we lost the Star Fallen. Our quest was a failure. Even if we'd found the eye, the elf princess was gone. My friends wouldn't have lasted long without their weapons, especially with the doppelganger in our midst, as Seth suspected. Of course, I kept my staff. I am sure Brixton would have seen some humor in that. Gentle reader, let the dying man offer you one piece of advice. Asarak is a trickster who desires nothing but your soul. His riddles may help you, but in the end, his final secret always leads to your doom. Taimora, save us all.
So, to him?
That was depressing read.
He was a good man. I don't have to pay that bet now, though. I owed him a magic item.
Devlin specifically, or the Yellow Knights?
The Yellow Banner. Well, if they stop the Death Curse first, whoever won would get a magic item, but I didn't want to win this way.
Yes, it's yours.
Yeah, your the journal. It does have some mentions of all the other members whom you've met. Orion, Lord Brixton, a Cormerian Knight, Bravas Boulderborn, a Gold Dwarf Cleric of Moradin, Seward, Chondathan Human Ranger, and Sephiroth, Dragonborn Paladin, also referred to as Seth. And there is also a mention of their guide, Salida, who seems to have kind of just dropped off the radar in terms of the journal towards the end. If you remember her.
She was one of the guides from Port Ryan Zaro.
Yeah.
I think we actually met her at some point.
Yeah, she was guiding the company of the Yellow Banner.
Was she mentioned in the tomb, that she was thrown in the tomb, or?
No, she's just kind of disappeared around the part where they mention Yuan Ti. She's not mentioned again.
Okay.
Maybe the 1T killed her.
Or maybe she works for them.
Possible.
When you think of her, you do remember her being very kind of hissy when she spoke.
Maybe she was like a pureblood or something.
But what about the doppelganger? If there's a spy amongst them, is the spy still alive?
No. I'm pretty sure that was the guy that was hanging with us, trying to get us out.
Oh, shit. That might be true. No, but he couldn't have been, because he was working for the Red Wizards and the 1T. He couldn't have also been a part of the Yellow Banner if the Yellow Banner was thrown in the tomb.
With the serpents, and they just came in, got captured and all that.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have... He was disguised as a 1T at the time. Like, the 1T believed him to be one of them. He wouldn't have had an opportunity to be trusted by them if the rest of his party's thrown in the tomb, yeah?
Then the spy's alive still. And that's a possibility that the spy could be amongst us.
You think that one of us is a doppelganger?
Who knows? I mean, think about it. It's if that spy is still alive and didn't die with these guys, then he wants to get in this tomb too as well, or whatever it is.
Great. I mean, it's not like this party didn't have enough trust issues to begin with. Let's add a couple more, right?
You make a good point, Lollard. We should just murder everyone right now, just to be
You
sure.
think so, Wongo? I think so too. Yeah, it'd be a fun little game, Wongo.
You guys just see Lollard talking to himself with this evil glint in his eye.
Yeah.
Let's take a step back.
I'm not sure if I want such a god thing in my head. Doesn't seem very comforting.
Well, yeah, the one in my head is making me stay back from every fight, which is not how I normally do things.
So that's why.
Moa tries to reassure you, Eridani. Not all of the trickster gods are like Wongo. In fact, Wongo is nothing more than a violent and deranged lunatic. There are other gods. I'm sure they'll want to help as well.
I can't agree with that. Also, the trickster god aren't all bad.
Well, I'm not saying that
Okay.
Obalaka is bad. It's just, I don't know. I used to really like fighting, and now I gotta stay back.
Well, if we fight, then like anything could happen. We could hurt ourselves. It's better to just eliminate all risks.
Yeah, the safer option's always the best one.
I think it would be possible to change gods, like that switch from person to person.
I ask more about that.
Yeah.
I like you, Eridani. And
I don't want to change you out. I just want to know if we can save Laura.
I'm not sure, but I don't believe there's enough room in here for both of us. If another
No.
were attempting
No. Oh,
to
okay.
come in, I think I wouldn't leave without putting up a fight. Especially if it was Wongo.
And if we try to destroy the maze Lorad has?
I'm not sure. The mace was a tomb for Wongo, from what I understand. I'm not sure what would happen if the mace was destroyed. But I don't think that's a necessary precaution. I think we'd much rather try to do some sort of ritual to drive the soul out of Lollard.
Yeah, well, I'm not so good with rituals, but we can try to find something.
Is it the idea that we get gods in our heads, all of us? Because first of all, we're not 9 people, and second of all, how do we keep sane?
You said that out loud as a character or just as a person? Well, I don't feel any effects at all. Moore is a very good god.
I'll continue forward and keep an eye out.
This room's got a checkerboard floor. Black tiles, white tiles, and a very strong scent of red wine. There's a gilded coffin sparkling as sunlight streams down from the ceiling. Ceiling's vaulted. It's 20 feet high. It's 12 feet high. It arches 12 feet overhead with a nice kind of arch vault. And there's actually these 4 huge stone gargoyle heads. Their mouths are gaped, protruding from the walls. And a skull button pops up. on one of the tiles.
Like,
Have all these skull buttons been good, or have some of them been bad?
Well, nothing has happened when we step on them, except they turn green. And then for the last level, when we got all of them, I think, then that skeleton key popped up. So it's not like it triggers anything until they're all pushed.
but we should push them, right?
Yeah, I mean, green's good. We want those keys, I guess.
Shall I push this one?
Sure.
You said it was sunlight.
Yeah, it looks like pure gleaming sunlight peering down onto this coffin, and the coffin is gilded, so it's got this beautiful golden sheen to it. Alright, Torin, you jump on the button and it sinks into the floor before popping back up, turning green.
And then you die.
Do we have any reflective surfaces?
Well, let me just capture it.
Besides my brilliant smile, I didn't bring any mirrors with me. Sonic might be metal.
Shield? Bronze shields or something like that?
Mine's made of wood.
Anyone?
Nope, it was destroyed when I entered that chest, and now I'm running around in my undies.
Mithril isn't reflective, is it?
It's, metals are gonna reflect light.
Because I have a lot of mithril ingots we could polish and then reflect the light for the undead.
Who did I give the mithril armor to? No one? Torin.
Coffee.
What's up?
Lala.
Gotcha.
Lola.
Coffee.
Yeah, he has the mithril halfway.
It might reflect off that.
Should we try? Take off the armor.
It's all the clothes I have.
Ouch, wow, wow.
Well, we're not going to get anywhere from standing here.
No.
I think we should try to reflect the sunlight out to the door.
But you're not going to be able to get it there with just one.
No, we need two. We need two.
They got a portal gun?
Anyone had a bronze shield?
Everyone looks at Millhouse when you say portal gun, like expecting him to have one.
I only have wooden ones.
Give Millhouse like 20 minutes and some bubble gum and he'll make a portal gun for us.
And a toothpick.
Overlock is getting a little bit uneasy, Orion. Orion, can we just move up a little bit? I don't like just being exposed out here. There's so many different
Zombies are staring at you.
angles that we can be attacked from. Let's get in a little bit closer to everyone, please.
Got it. Back to allies, I get it.
Hey, Orion, there's something behind you.
I'll make an attack roll and then a perception check.
Attack first, ask questions later.
Small healers. Not the strongest healer, but
Whoa, what was that?
Do I see anything
Nim's behind you.
else when I step closer to the tomb?
You can
Ah,
clearly see the entire room from where you're standing. The sarcophagus itself does have something embossed into the lid. You can see it gleaming and glowing with all of the sparkling sunlight. And the lid, it looks like some sort of strange design. You can't really work out what it is. Some sort of creature.
But not the big any of the trickster gods look alike.
You can't really see it, Eridani, from 15 feet away.
Okay, I move
Brian
up.
sees that.
Do you think What do you think this is? Is this a creature?
Yes. And then
You go over to the side of it and inspect it, and you're not really sure what it is. It's very abstract. It kind of almost looks like a swirling wave in the form of a creature, and it doesn't seem to resemble any trickster gods.
But every sarcophagus we have been at had a liking of the trickster god inside it. Did you ever seen? Oh, I've seen 3, by the way.
It's like a wavy shape.
Yeah, but the other trickster god on level 1, did they have
Yeah, their lids were carved. All the lids of these sarcophagus were carved.
Yeah, were they carved with anything that looked like the gods? Or
Yeah, the Moa one had like a snake, and the Wongo one had a zoo monster, and so on.
Well, if it's a wave, it might be the froghemoth. When we met that one, it was underwater.
That could be. Or it could be
An idea.
waves of light being
Moa
waves.
says to Eridani, I don't see any symbolism to match any of my godly companions on this lid.
People, Moa says this doesn't resemble any of the gods.
Just leave it alone.
I tried to polish a mithril ignet. Does it become really bright like a mirror?
It's you need some sort of like oil or something, maybe some sort of special sheen to get it that shiny, some sort of clean substance.
Do any of you have oil?
Let's just leave the tomb alone.
No, I don't want to use it for the tomb. I want to use the light to reflect the light out into the main hall.
It's not gonna reflect that far. That main hall is a good 85 feet away. Even a mirror would be a stretch to get the light that far.
Is the lid of the coffin so shiny that if it were angled, we think it would reflect that?
It is very, very shiny. It's gilded, so it's a very lustrous looking gold color. That might be able to catch enough light, and it's quite large as well.
So if we open the tomb up, we can reflect that light down that we'll need to open the other door, I'm guessing, because the undead don't like the sun.
Sarcophagus, there would be dead in the tomb, so why would you give him the sunlight, though?
Well, because
that feels like it's reporting straight up on itself.
Well, it's a god, right? It's going to be one of the gods, and it'll be an item and a possession thing inside.
No, we just said that it isn't one of the gods.
It would have to be, right? It's a tomb.
Yeah.
We're in the tomb of the 9 gods. Here's a tomb. It's a god. It's just it's a trickster god, and they decided not to put it on there.
They just said it's not.
Moa just said it isn't.
I didn't say that. All I said is that the symbolism, it doesn't match any of the symbolism of my godly companions. Of course, I have no way of knowing what is inside, and I wouldn't tell you that I did know what was inside, because that would be a lie. And I would never lie to you, Eridani.
We can't lie to each other, Moa.
Exactly.
I think we should open it.
Right, for being truthful, Eridani, do you have inspiration? Yeah?
Yeah, I have inspiration.
Okay.
You guys should open it up.
The light source. Is it affixed to something?
You can firstly, Eridani, you can transfer your other inspiration to another player, and you can gain inspiration yourself.
Oh. Anybody who hasn't inspiration who wants some?
Sure.
Laura doesn't get it. He's out.
Oh, that is very selfish of you.
No, that had nothing to do with that.
That's
Moa
okay.
wouldn't give you inspiration.
I've already got it.
We don't need your shitty inspiration. One good
Yeah. And you know what? I take out a bottle and I start moisturizing my dry skin with this oil.
Wow.
Wow, my skin is so moist. Look at this. My skin feels wonderful.
I give
I'm here
Tor-
in my undies.
I give Torin the inspiration.
Okay. Alright, you gain DM inspiration, Torin, and Eridani, you get some too.
Okay. But the light source, is it possible to break it out of the roof?
Well, it just kind of comes from the ceiling. So this whole entire ceiling is arched up to 12 foot high in a vaulted fashion, and then there's just a single moat peering down from the center of the room, just straight up coming from the ceiling. There's no light source.
A fixation or something, no sphere or something like that. No, okay.
Just coming out of the wall, coming out of the stone ceiling. Big moat of
Now
light.
you
Well,
guys
even if Moa
oil over his head.
even if Moa doesn't say that it isn't not a tomb for a god, she still says it doesn't like any symbols of the god. So I don't think we should open that tomb.
It's yeah.
If we want to get the sunlight that the undead don't like, we need to open the tomb.
Why
Makes
do
no
you say,
sense.
what gives you that idea that we need to open the tomb to get the sunlight?
Because in order to get the sunlight to the undead, where by the door, the undead heads that are in the door, we need the top of the sarcophagus to reflect the sunlight down 80 feet of hallway, and we don't have any mirrors or anything like that, so we got to open
The problem
so we
is
can move the lid.
the problem is when we have it at the end of the hallway, we still need it to get it to the door, so it doesn't help.
As you
We
guys
have
are
enough-
having this conversation, you can't help but notice that Metal Sonic is basically almost horizontal this far down this hallway here. This slopes up, so he's like basically stuck to the wall. This is a ring shape; it goes all the way around, and he's just like Metal Sonic basically defying gravity. Even Millhouse is kind of standing on a bit of an angle.
Has he always been able to do that, Mr. Millhouse?
What? Like we knew this happened when we walked down here.
Hey.
This isn't a new thing that's happening.
That ring
I just figured that we've spent like half an hour discussing this tomb, so Millhouse wants to go exploring before we open the tomb up.
So, guys,
Okay.
it says the ring is a path to another tomb, so maybe we should have to walk around,
As Metal Sonic goes up, so when you look down this curved corridor, it curves upwards, and then it just curves out of sight. Mataru Sonic keeps on walking up it, and he disappears out of sight.
I think we need to go there, guys.
I think you're right.
Alright, Millhouse, you head down there, and you keep on going up, and to horizontal, and then you're basically upside down, and then you complete the loop. Alright, when you arrive at this next area, you notice something. The Devlin's body is no longer present, and you don't see any of your companions. This is a clear hallway now, and Metal Sonic is in front of you still. Tarn, you move up the circular corridor, and your feet are sticking to the curvature until you're horizontal and upside down, and you do a full 360 loop almost, and you also see Devlin's body disappear. None of your other companions are standing there except for Millhouse and Mataru Soniku.
Guys, are you there?
Weird.
When they call out, when Orion calls out, you don't hear it, and Orion, you don't get a response.
Well, they're dead.
Well, that's the spirit, Orion. Go find them then.
Well, Millhouse is just going to assume they're still arguing about how to reflect sunlight. So he's going to continue forward. Slowly.
We shouldn't split the party, guys. We need to follow them.
You first, Orion.
As,
Absolutely not.
Millhouse and Torrin and Sonicu move forward. It's all just clear down here. Always completely clear. No body.
Hey,
No one else there.
hey, Nathan, can you go in front of me and I'll hold on to your armor or something?
My goodness. The cat has gotten wet and he's wimpy now.
Cat, how dare you?
Just a little Congo line.
Oh no, we shouldn't conquer because when we kick our leg out, we might stub our toe.
Nim's going this way. I have a thought. And I'm just gonna walk separate.
Orion, you should really just stop your heart from beating, because if it's not beating, you can't get a heart attack. So you might as well nip that problem in the bud.
I mean, the same logic can be applied to... Yeah, we don't have to breathe either. I mean, we might choke on the dust in here.
Alright, so yeah, as you guys all complete the loop, there's no corpse, you don't see Eridani, you don't see Nim, and everything else looks the same.
We're going into Tartar's territory here, fellas.
Definitely.
Let's do it.
Everything doesn't look exactly the same. In this room that has the gilded sarcophagus and the strong smell of red wine, the button is not raised and is not green. In fact, it's not even there.
It's black.
You don't see Eridani, you don't see Nim.
Can I tell if that light is magical by chance?
Now the sarcophagus is
You need to detect magic to detect magic. But it's literally just coming from the ceiling. There's no lantern or anything, so chances are it's magical. It might be divine. It might be divine or something.
I'm just gonna try to dispel magic on it then. I'm just gonna say F it, let's go.
Well, okay.
Alrighty. You target the mode of light and you cast Dispel Magic. And it disappeared. But for you guys it doesn't. This is only happening for Nim and Eridani. For the rest of you guys, look around the corner. It looks just the same. No button. It looked like the same as before you'd entered it. Sunlight peering down from the top. No button here.
We'll see if there's something different in the room.
Why not try opening up the sarcophagus now, Torn?
Yeah, well, first check if there's something else on.
As you step into the room, Torrin, a button pops up in the shape of a human skull.
I would like to stand on it.
You stand on it, and it presses and glows green,
Ha!
popping back up.
Second one. I'm gonna check the sarcophagus.
Alright, as we're split into two different parties, we're going to jump back and forth between the two groups. So we'll stay with Nim and Eridani at the moment. Nim and Eridani. So Nim had cast a spell magic on that mode of light that was streaming down from the ceiling, and it instantly disappeared. The room is now dark.
So, my little friend, you think it's safe to open the sacrifice? Damn it!
The big
tomb
thing?
Yeah.
I think we have a better chance because we had the warning. It said that the dead abhor sunlight. Well, zombies are undead, not dead. So my mental thought was they're not dead we're looking for, but dead are left in tombs or buried under the ground, which I prefer because then it helps enrich the ground and all that. Nature. It's a wonderful thing. But I feel like whatever's in this tomb isn't supposed to see the sunlight. Or whatever crap that was up there.
You want to help me try to move this this top of the...
Sure, I'm not that strong, but I can definitely try to assist.
Alright, you guys reach over, grab the lid, and you start moving it. And we're going to come back to you guys. You guys are going to disappear for a second.
Oh, good. Fine with it.
Meanwhile, alright, Torin, you've stepped into the room. This room is got a mode of sunlight streaming down onto the gilded sarcophagus. You've hit the button. There's a strong scent of red wine. The ceiling has an arched vault 12 feet overhead.
Does there seem to be anything different about the light?
No, everything in this room is exactly the same.
I'll step over to the sarcophagus and check if there's another figurine on it than before.
It's the same pattern, a swirly and a wave pattern. Some sort of symbolism that you're not really sure what it is.
Shall I open this one?
Yeah.
You guys think?
Orion, can we just not be alone, please? Sorry, I just think it's better if we're close to our companions.
I'm just worried about traps and stuff. I don't know where to stand that is safest. It's so dangerous in here.
Somewhere else that someone else has just stood is usually good. Thank you. That's better. Yes, if we could get inside Millhouse. Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's good. I like it here. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, no, of course.
Go drink some wine.
Wongo just kind of sighs to you, Lola. Ah, what a pansy.
Yeah, I agree. Should we have some wine?
I think we've already had enough wine listening to Orion.
I don't hear much response, so I decide to open the sarcophagus.
Alrighty. You attempt to open the sarcophagus, and we're going to come back to you guys. Everyone vanishes over to Nim and Eridani. Alright, whoever's stronger out of one of you two, make an athletics check. With advantage. Wait, why is Torrin still there? Disappeared, Torrin.
Nim, how strong are you?
A straight 0.
No, then you're stronger than me. I'm -1.
The small guy's stronger. Oh, okay. You said that was athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, at least I have a +3. Good. Hey.
Alright, the lid is hinged, so it's not just like a slab of stone resting on top of the coffin. It's hinged. And you guys open it up. And what you see inside, we'll have to find out in a second, because we're going to go back over to the other party.
This is fun.
Okay, so, Torrin, you need to make an athletics check to try and open this lid. The lid is hinged. It's not just a stone slab resting on top of the coffin. It opens easily. It creaks open. And inside, you see that it's empty. There is a wooden plaque. That's the only thing inside. There's no bones or anything like that. And the plaque says, drown your sorrows in common. The sunlight peers down directly onto the wooden plaque, illuminating those etchings. And suddenly, we're going to roll initiative.
Oh dear.
A stone block
Oh,
above
God.
your head, Nathan. It starts to come down from the ceiling directly on top of you. However, it's not on top of you yet. It's kind of slow coming down from the ceiling, but yeah, you feel like you're going to get squished if you do stand there. So,
I'm strong.
Orion, what do you do?
I'll reach out and grab Nathan and pull him in the chamber with us.
All right, Nathan.
If he lets me.
Do you resist, or do you allow him to grab you and drag you in?
I'll try and resist, I guess. I don't want to be in the room.
Hey, I'm gonna save your life. No, get away from me.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
What do you do,
Yeah,
Orion? He
resist.
doesn't want to go.
If he doesn't want to go, that's his call. I'll go. Okay. All right. Sure. Obalaka, what's the safest thing to do?
That's
Orion will go in the fetal position in the corner here.
Oh, God.
Lullard.
I am going to cast this on myself. And that's all I'm
Okay. Cast Sanctuary. And hang out there. Nathan.
I'll get out of the doorway and hold a dash action to see what people are going to do, and then just...
What's the trigger for the dash? Has to be something you can perceive.
I know. I'm trying to word this to where it doesn't fuck me.
What's the condition for your ready to action?
I'll just hold the dodge action, that's it. That's it.
Okay, you dodge.
Yep.
Milhouse.
I just gotta look at confusion at Lillard and Orion just staying in the room. And Milhouse will exit. Let's see. Seeing that Orion probably won't be doing much, I'm gonna have Sonic try to drag him out.
Alright, you can only move up to your speed, because this is not a full round of time to try and move in or out. So what's his speed? 40? So
Yeah.
he won't have enough. He won't have enough movement to get him all the way out.
He's gonna start dragging him along, hopefully inspiring Orion to finish the job himself.
Okay, he grabs Orion and
Then yeah, I think I can move one square up.
that would be 30 feet. He could. That's as far as he's going to get him. He could get him one more, I guess.
Nah, there's not really anywhere else I can go.
If Orion's willing, that is.
I think Orion's just stroking out and he's panic at the moment.
There's a nice doggy that's protecting me.
He looks pretty catatonic.
Alright, Torin, what do you do?
Well, I see everyone running out, so I guess I'll do the same.
You won't be able to make it out. There's too much traffic in the way now.
I cannot.
You won't be able to
No, you
dash
could.
out, no.
I didn't know you couldn't dash. Sorry.
In a room, right?
Sorry?
I cannot share a spot. Squeeze.
You can't.
I would
No.
like to go there. I'm not able to.
You don't have enough movement speed. That would be 35 feet. You can only move your speed. You won't make it in time, is what I'm saying. The block's gonna already be down by then.
Do I see anything happening at the sarcophagus? Just
the searing sunlight peering down onto the wooden plaque that says "Drown your sorrows" in an otherwise empty coffin.
Well, I will run towards the block going down anyway. I'll go as far as I can. That's it.
Okay, as you get there, you realize, judging from the timing, if you try to go any further, you're going to end up crushed underneath it. All right, as you guys do that, that block slams down, and we're going to come back to you guys.
Jesus Christ.
Nim, Eridani. You guys open the lid, and inside you find that the coffin is relatively empty, except for a wooden plaque that reads, "Drown your sorrows," written in common.
Nothing more?
That's it.
Oh.
I don't feel exceptionally sad here, Donnie.
No, not me either. But
Why would
these skulls, are they open?
The gargoyle heads.
Yeah,
no, they're closed.
Yeah, they're closed, so we don't see the wine or whatever
No.
that is.
No. You just seen
That's a lot of wine.
gargoyle head. That's it.
This place is unadventurous, like the rest of it.
It smells like wine in here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe we have to drink some wine.
Oh, I don't feel like it though. It upsets my stomach.
I don't think we should consume alcohol, Eridani. It might inhibit our inhibitions.
Totally true, Moa. Totally true. But
we might get drunk, and then who knows what we could say. We could say things that aren't true.
We can't do that. You're totally right.
But then again, I trust you know your own limits. I'm just worried.
Well, I've never drunk more than one glass of wine, so I don't know what my limit is. Should be true. Wow.
What are you talking about?
Just talking to Moa. She's against drinking and bigger amounts.
Yeah,
as you guys are having this conversation, feel free to continue role-playing in the chat as well if you like. So as you guys are just chilling out here, having a very peaceful time, let's go back over to the other party and see what's happening with them. I think I'll just leave you guys on the map because it's going to be even better for you guys to, as players, see what's happening. Okay, so Millhouse, Nathan, you guys managed to just get outside the room. That stone block has completely sealed off the checkerboard floor room ahead of you. And that's it. It's a stone block now, sealing the passage. We'll come back to you guys in a second. Torin, Orion, Mataru Sonic, and Eridani. As you guys attempted to escape, there wasn't enough time to try and make it out of the room before this stone block was going to crush you. Is now sealed off the entrance, and all of a sudden valves start to open in the form of the mouths of the gargoyles. And wine starts pouring out from their nostrils and their mouths. Starts flooding down onto the floor. And the entire room begins to get drenched with red wine.
Is Lullard in this room with us?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where is Lullard? Sorry.
I'm not too sure.
She's in the top left vat, or whatever it is. Basin.
So, wine's pouring out from the gargoyles, spilling out from their mouths, shooting out from their nostrils, and it's already 1 foot deep within 6 seconds.
Oh, that's
Alright,
pretty.
we're in danger. Let's try to open this thing up.
Open what up? The stone
Block.
thing?
We need to get the block out.
Alright, let's open it. I kind of shove Metal Sonic out of the way.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I knew we shouldn't have come in here, Orion.
Yep, you're always right. This was a bad call. We need to open this thing to get out.
We're gonna have to drink our way out. No, but then we might choke. What are we gonna do?
We need to open this. We need to get outside.
Alright, you guys jump forward, grab the block. You try to get your fingers underneath it. There's no room for you guys to get a grip. The walls, it's completely smooth. In fact, it even seems airtight and watertight because wine's not even spilling out from it. You push with all your might, and it ain't budging. While that's happening, the room is continuing to fill up. Lullard, what are you up to?
Is that sarcophagus still open?
It is.
And have we even looked in it to see what's in there?
Yes, it was empty, and then there was just a stone plaque. Sorry, a wooden plaque that said "Drown your sorrows" written in common.
Who has the plaque? Is it still inside the sarcophagus? Or
Yeah,
Victoria?
it was in there.
Okay, all right. Can I close the sarcophagus?
Maybe you can move up and you can wade through the 1 foot deep wine and go over and.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is kind of like difficult terrain now with all this sloshing around and everything.
Yeah.
So I can make it to that point there, and I'm gonna try to close the sarcophagus.
Okay.
And
You slam the
it
lid shut. It's hinged. It's very easy to close. It just closes back on top, and the wine keeps on pouring out. It's now 2 feet deep, and we're gonna come back to you guys. At Millhouse and Nathan, you can't hear anything beyond that stone block. You're cut off from the rest of the party. What do the two of you do?
Oh man, what the fuck?
I'm gonna go check if a button's appeared back down the hallway.
I was gonna say, try to go down this hallway here, all the way down. Try to get Nim and
Yeah. Maybe they can get through it.
yeah, so I'm 20 feet there. Yeah, I'll bonus action dash.
We're not in.
So it'll be a total. Oh, we aren't. Oh, okay.
Let's just quickly go down and call them. We might want to
Yeah.
go back the way we came from.
Fair enough.
Hopefully this won't lead us back up.
Alright, you guys go up that way, and you do a full loop, and it takes you back around the other side.
Alright, I'm not even going to bother walking down. I'm just going to yell out. Quick, we need help. The others are trapped.
Alright, and when you guys call out, Nim and Lullard, sorry, Nim and Eridani, I meant to say, you guys hear that, and you see Nathan down the hall.
Hey, Nathan.
Freaked out. Let's go. We need you guys' help. Right. Meow.
We opened the.
We don't have time to hear your life story. We need help.
Let's go. You gotta see
what-
this.
Why? Okay.
Don't. There's no whys, hows. Just go.
Alright.
I
I'm
follow carefully after him.
Yeah, I'm going the wrong way again, Nathan.
He acted
Okay.
kind of strange, Nim.
Yeah.
Alright, back up and around.
Alright, you
going
guys
that way, I
do
don't know
the full loop, the 4 of you, and we'll get back to you guys in a second. Meanwhile, back in the wine room, the wine is now 3 feet deep. It's still just pissing out from the gargoyle mouths. And what do you guys do?
Is the sarcophagus that's closed, does the wine seem to be seeping into it when it's closed?
It's doesn't look like it's draining through it. No, I mean you'd need to probably open it to check that, but the wine is it's filling up this room very, very quickly. Within a minute, you guys are going to be completely submerged.
Maybe it's airtight, but let's open it up again.
All right, at this stage, it's completely submerged, and you'll need to make an athletics check. There's a little bit of water pressure built up on it.
If you do open it, it's just going to go into the sarcophagus.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that the wooden plaque, the message will change if it's underwater.
Wine.
Give it a try.
So I'll try to open it.
Can I look for like... Okay, go ahead.
I'll help.
Alright, make your check with advantage. Orion Torrent's helping you. Kind of just got in time as you rolled it to say that he's helping. You guys open the lid and more wine just completely floods inside the sarcophagus. It was fairly sealed, and now it's just completely full straight away as soon as you open it. And now 4 elemental creatures they actually just kind of slip out of the mouths. You can start to see these swirling shapes in the wine. However, they're exactly the same color as the wine. They literally are wine. They're wine weirds. They look vague like humanoid shapes, but really you guys can't see them because they're actually invisible in the wine. So you can only just kind of detect their presence from the sound that they're making and the way that the wine is kind of flowing quite weirdly around you guys. And we roll initiative. Orion, you're up.
Well, this could have gone better. Can I take a look at the plaque? Is that possible?
It's made of wood. It's completely submerged. You're only 3 feet in the wine at the moment, so you're not submerged. And it's just made of wood. It says, "Drown your sorrows."
Okay. All right. Then I will rage. And I won't get any closer to them because that'd be dangerous. But I will grow my tail that has reach, and I can attack a wine weird from where I am. Yeah. So I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll attack the one within range of me.
Alright, disadvantage because it's invisible.
Okay. Well, shit.
It's a miss. You just slap your tail into wine. And again, you slap your tail just straight up into wine.
Shit!
Alright, so you guys, although there's no threat, will handle your turns in initiative as well. So Eridani, you come running, what do you do?
Well, okay, yeah. I just thought my mic was on mute. I walk behind Nathan and Millhouse up the. Oh, Nathan, I don't know who is in front of me. I don't know they are in danger or anything. Nathan just was acting kind of strange, so I just follow him carefully. That's what I do.
Okay. Millhouse.
Or back around into the hallway to try to get to work on that stone thing.
Alright, you're gonna need to dash to get through.
I will. Are we already back around at the top? Are we?
Yep, you guys are back around in the
Then yeah, I will
original
dash. I don't think. Not even dashing. I can't make it through them.
Yeah, 40 feet. 10,
Oh, that's right.
20, 30.
Yeah, I forgot. So.
Alright, you come around the corner. Oh. You don't
I
come
think-
around the corner.
Yeah, that's 20 or 40 feet.
35. 35. 10 for Nathan,
That's right.
10 for Eridani, 10 for Nim. So you've got 15 feet left, Millhouse.
15 there. I assume I can hear the sounds of battle.
No. You arrive at it's
Alright.
it's quiet and you just arrive at this stone block that completely cuts off the passageway.
Then I guess my command to Sonic would be to try to open this.
Okay.
I don't know what he's going to do, if he just scratches it or tries to attack it to break it down.
So is that his turn now?
Yeah.
Okay. He does what you command, and you don't see this block budging. Nim.
Ooh, I'm going to. I'm going to back up. Oh, look at that. It's different. And I. This is dangerous, but I'm going to cast Conjure Minor Elementals. And I will. What's the mix I want? I want one elemental challenge rating 2
Okay.
to appear right in front of Millhouse.
Alright, challenge rating 2 elemental. Let's see what we got. In front of Millhouse. Alrighty. You get 2 gargoyle. Oh, sorry. 1 gargoyle. And the gargoyle, it has this like bearded devil face instead of a regular looking gargoyle. Just comes out looking a little bit strange. And you can control it. Nim, I'll give you access to the character sheet. I'll roll it into initiative for you, and then it'll go on its turn. Or you can roll a 1d20 for its initiative.
You roll 20. Nope, it got 5.
Okay. Goes on initiative count 5.
Gotcha. And then Nim will just be like, that should hopefully take care of it. I'm just going back up. Just a little bit so other people can get past me. That be my turn.
Okay, that will go in your summons folder, Nim, and next time we'll just drag it on. Let me just fix that up for you too. Cool, there's its stat block. Alrighty. The wine weird. This thing is like an elemental. And it looks exactly the same as all the wine that it's in. And it's going to start to reach out with these tendrils of wine. It tries to attack Lollard. It makes a wisdom save first in the sanctuary. And an invisible force holds it back, so instead it's going to target Torrent. Let's have advantage on this attack. The tentacle hits you, Torrent, and wraps around you and starts to crush you. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage and you become grappled. You're pulled 5 feet closer to it, and it continues wrapping around you like a rope. You become restrained. This wine weird, it swims forward and attempts to do the same. It tries to grab Lollard, and it's not able to. So instead, it goes for Orion. It just takes one of its whiny tentacles and hits it towards Orion. It just splashes into the wine, missing him. Torrent.
I would like to try to break the grapple. With an athletics check, I guess.
Yeah, you can make an athletics or an acrobatics check. Alright, you can't really, see what's grabbing you. You can just kind of feel it. So in all of this wine that you're slowly getting submerged in, you grab onto these kind of rubbery tendrils, and you just feel them constricting you. You manage to pull them off, and then they whip back, and you're now free from the grapple.
Hey.
Turn, right?
That's
Do
an
I
action, so you still have movement.
It doesn't seem like a great plan to move away. Maybe I can use a bonus action. Yeah, let's cast Sanctuary on myself.
See, it pays to be selfish.
Alright, this wine weird's going to try and grab Mataru Soniku. The cord of wine slams into the construct for 17 damage. It drags it in closer and begins to crush it, grappled and restrained. Nathan.
Alright, my nat 1 initiative. 10, 15, 20, 25. What is the plan, everybody? I can't get through that shit. And 30. And I'll just... What can I do with my bonus action? Hold on. Something weird. It's like eye for detail or something. I ain't gonna do anything. That's the clue. Sure, I'll make a bonus action perception check to decipher a clue or something. I don't know. I'll just hold my let's hold a dodge action because I don't know what to do.
Okay, you take a dodge action.
I was like, I got nothing. I don't have any magical capabilities. But bonus action. Insightful fighting on the block.
You find that the block's weakness is it's always stoned.
Nice.
Does that mean it's petrified?
Yes. Quick, cascade of restoration on it.
Alrighty. The wine's 3 feet deep. Lollard, you're up.
Okay, well, I'm going to try this and see if this works. I'm going to move to this location right here and kind of tap Orion on the shoulder and go, "No sanctuary, Orion," and then cast this.
As you move away, this wine weird attempts to attack you with an opportunity attack. But it's held back by the sanctuary.
And I cast that.
That is a 1 minute spell.
Yeah.
So you're
And
going to spend 10 rounds?
I'm gonna have to try. I'm hopefully it works, but I have nothing else. So
If this works,
You
so
yeah, you're gonna spend 10 rounds. You can guarantee you're gonna be completely under in the wine by 10 rounds as well.
well, um,
Orion will just yell out, maybe heal Torin, we'll kill these things faster.
Do you also have the component for that? 100 GP of
I
holy
do.
water?
I do have the holy water. Yeah, I still do because the chest didn't destroy it. That's one of the
Okay.
things that chest didn't destroy.
Okay.
Was the holy water.
Yeah, a single
Since it was in-
vial is enough to
um,
suffice for that.
Yeah, I'm assuming since it's in a vial, holy water is, or a flask or whatever. It's glass.
Yeah.
So okay. All right. So I still have. So yeah, I can do that.
Alright, you need to maintain concentration for the full 10 rounds as well.
I'm going to do it, and hopefully my sanctuary works. So I'm concentrating on that.
Okay.
And I want to choose everything: elementals, celestial, fiends, undead. I don't care.
Okay. And that'll take effect if the spell gets completed. Alright.
Oh wait a minute,
End of turn.
celestial ones. That's me. Never mind.
Alright, end of turn. Alright, this wine weird's gonna move forward and try and grab Orion.
Yeah.
And whoosh, it hits you for 6 bludgeoning damage, Orion. It grapples you, it restrains you, and drags you closer. Meanwhile, outside, Nim, Nathan, Millhouse, Eridani, you guys hear this sound of heavy metallic boots stomping forward, and arriving around the corner at the end of the passageway is a Tomb Guardian. It turns its bucket helm and looks towards you as the chains wrapped around it rattle.
Okay, I got my short bow +1. Thanks to
Alright.
Millhouse.
The wine is now 4 feet deep. Orion, you're up.
For the first time ever, as a bonus action, I will wild shape into a dire wolf.
Nice.
Let me fix that up for you. Dire wolf. You'll have to share the character sheet with Nim. Actually, no, I'll have to do a separate one. All right, you wild shape. I'll sort that out, but it's gonna take me a minute. You
good.
You wild shape into the dire wolf, and you're too big for the wine weird to grapple, so you're free from your grapple, Orion. The dire wolf, I believe, it doesn't have dark vision, but this room is illuminated, so you can see just fine. So that was a bonus action. What would you like to do with your action?
I would like to attack the water weird.
Okay. All right, there's the character sheet.
Okay. Can I attack with my tail? Is that possible?
When you wild shape, you retain certain class features. I think that is possible. Show me the ability that gives you the tail.
Un momento. Boom.
You manifest a natural melee weapon, choosing one of the options, tail, and show us the wild shape. Pretty sure it should work. So yeah, when you assume the shape of a beast, druid level determines, blah blah blah, you revert. So following rules apply. Your game statistics are replaced by statistics of the beast, but you retain your alignment, personality, intelligence, and wisdom and charisma scores. You also retain all of your skill and saving throw proficiencies, in addition to gaining those of the creature. Use whatever's higher between yours or the creature's. You don't get the legendary or lair actions. You assume the beast's hit points. Can't cast spells. Transforming doesn't break concentration. Retain the benefit of any features from your class. Yes. So that's what you get. You get the tail.
Sweet. And can I be, when I transform, can I be in this square? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will attack the creature I'm in melee with. So I have the tail. It does the same damage, I'm assuming, but it uses the attack bonus of the direwolf.
Yes, you would. Let me take a look at this tail. Yeah, you would make a melee attack +5.
Hilariously, that's what I normally have. And do I get 2 attacks?
No. The direwolf does not have multi-attack or extra attack. Even if it had multi-attack, it would just still be 1.
But the multi-attack comes from a class feature.
You don't get extra attack in wild shape form.
Okay. Then in that case, I'll just bite it then, if that's okay. Yeah.
You can bite. You can make the bite attack. It's the wolf's
attack. And I have, sorry I'm taking so long, guys. If I have disadvantage from multiple sources, if I'm attacked recklessly, would it just be a normal attack?
Yes. Advantage and disadvantage cancel each other out.
Then I will attack recklessly and bite the creature.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
That hits. And when you bite into it, it's very hard to pierce your teeth through its form. It's resistant. It takes 5 points of piercing damage.
Well, when I'm raging, my attacks are magical. If I'm attacking with natural weapons.
Okay. Alright, that overcomes the magic resistance.
Great. Sorry, guys, that was super complicated.
No, I understand. You wanted to milk your first melee battle for all you could. I understand.
Gives us more time to think about how to deal with this guy.
Alrighty. This Tomb Guardian, it just comes marching down the hallway.
Yeah.
Unlike the other one that you fought, this one doesn't have spiked gauntlets. It's just got regular gauntlets. But it reaches Nim. It reaches down, tries to grab Nim, and attempts to slam him against the wall.
How rude.
And it slams you into the wall for 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
It knocks off your concentration and the gargoyle vanishes. It then tries to slam you into the opposite wall. And it just takes your head and pummels it into the wall for 18 bludgeoning damage.
How you feeling now?
Between rock and hard place.
and a big meaty guy.
Also, I think you might get your multi-attack, Orion. Your extra attack, actually. Because it is an attack action that you're taking. So you can maybe use the extra attack. Next time, you'll need to... try and let me know ahead of time. Because that's a UA class, subclass. I'm not, fully... I haven't, seen it in play before, so... It's hard for me to make a decision on the spot like that. If it's a non-UA, then I know all that stuff pretty well. Alright, anyway. Eridani, you're up.
Well, I move up because I don't see anything here. Ooh. We got a friend! Have I seen these before? Yes, I have. Well... You don't like that friend, so I'm gonna Yeah, just Eldritch Blast him. Oh, I'm casting Hex before that.
Okay. Alright, you put a hex onto the Tomb Guardian.
And then I'm Eldritch Blasting.
Miss. Miss. The first beam just kind of glances off of the Tomb Guardian. The second one hits the Guardian's armor and disperses on impact.
Then I'm moving out of the way. That's it.
It's Jason Bourne.
Millhouse.
Alright. Millhouse will move up. Unfortunately, cannot get into melee with an in there. So instead, he will. He'll chuck a firebolt at it.
Hit. The firebolt slams into the Tomb Guardian, the fire seeping into the gaps of its plate armor, and it lets out a roar. You know this thing doesn't like fire. It starts going crazy as it catches a light.
Alright. I'll move up so Nim can hopefully get behind me. Still noticing on the other side, so Sonic's command is to still try to break down the door. So I'm assuming that's what they're doing. And it was a strength saving throw to escape.
Yeah, he can try and escape with an athletics or an acrobatics check to grapple.
Athletic.
He's still stuck.
He is still stuck. Alright.
Nim.
Away. Swing as I walk away. But we're gonna have to freaking do it because actually, I used all those spell slots. No, I was gonna do something. I can't. Yes, at least. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, and the tunnel to hopefully push him back.
You're breaking up a little bit there, Nim. Alright, you
no.
hit him with a tidal wave, and a big surge of water just bursts out from you into the tomb.
I'm trying to push him back, hopefully.
Push him over the edge. Oh!
The water crashes into the Tomb Guardian and starts to buckle its armor. It takes 10 points of damage.
Man, he's rolling.
Hey.
I don't like this at all.
Hey, it's some damage.
Seb, you want to roll for me?
And then I don't want to do that because that's not smart. I'll take the hit. I'm gonna back out through Millhouse. So I'll let it attack at me.
Move away from it. It lets out a roar. It is on fire and it's really kind of flailing its arms wildly. It takes a swing at you at disadvantage. And
It still hits.
pummels you for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Flesh going
5,
on
10,
wild.
15 right there. And then I'm gonna move. And then let me just see. Remember if I have a potion.
I think Lawler's got a potion.
Potion,
Yes,
but I don't think it's a potion of healing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a potion.
Potion that'll help you sleep. Soundly.
I don't want to drink that one because I don't know what it does. I'm just gonna stay there. Yeah. I don't want to, but.
Alright, this wine weird is going to attempt to constrict Torrin. And an invisible force prevents it from doing so. So then it tries to attack Lollard. And what is your DC, Lollard?
I think it's 15, but let me check. Yeah, it's 15.
It managed to get through the sanctuary. And the tentacle slams into you for 11 points of bludgeoning damage. It starts to wrap around you. It grapples you. And you're also restrained.
So does that break the spell that I was working on?
You're still concentrating. So it doesn't.
Okay.
If you want to continue, it drags you closer. And
Yeah,
at this stage, you're going to be submerged very, very soon if you're not able to swim to the top of the wine. And any spell that requires verbal components, if you cast that spell, you will just be you'll drink the wine down into your breathing hole and you'll start drowning.
Okay, but I can do something on my turn, is basically what you're getting at.
Alright, this wine weird is going to try and... It's going to swim forward a little bit. It's going to try and grab Torrin. It's going to make a wisdom save. And it's not able to, so it's going to go for Lollard. And it's not able to, so it then turns to Orion. And the tentacle whacks into Orion for 7 points of bludgeoning damage. We got your rage icon there too. Just kind of taps you in the side. Torrin.
I like the sanctuary thing. I think I need a magical weapon for this, so I'll activate my sacred weapon.
Alright, your blade explodes into this luminous magical light.
And do I have a bonus action that I can use? I don't think so. Do I want to stay here? I don't have anywhere else I could go. So that ends my turn. I have to wait until it's activated.
The wine weird is just holding Mitaru Sonic under the wine. It doesn't need to breathe, so it's not drowning, but it's trying to drown it. And it tries to crush Sonicu more, and Sonicu slips out of its grip a little bit. Enough not to be crushed, at least. Nathan.
Oh. Hey. Well. I think Millhouse can tank some of these, right? I'll get a little closer to the wall, see if I can, I don't know, get some distance from this guy. And I'll just take a little pot shot at him with my +1 short bow that Millhouse gave me last session. And hopefully it does damage. Probably not with that fucking 11.
The arrow just bounces straight off the Tomb Guardian's armor.
Well, that was great. One attack for the win, huh?
Lollard.
So, can I swim out of his grass or get out of his grass?
You've got 0 movement speed at the moment. You're grappled.
I'm grappled, so I have to try to break the grapple. And if I try doing that, do I lose concentration or lose the spell?
Yeah, if you're... So, you don't have to break the grapple, but if you want to move, then you need to break the grapple. If you do anything else with your action, otherwise, other than continuing to concentrate on the spell, then your spell's interrupted. You don't lose any. You don't lose the spell slot. You don't actually use the spell slot until the spell's complete, though.
All right. So basically, since my new flaw, my new Wongo flaw is that I'm in self-preservation mode, is basically what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to break the grapple, but also keep concentrating on my spell.
You're not able to do both of those. So
I can't.
If you cast a spell that takes any more than 1 round, you must use your action every round to concentrate on that spell.
That's fine. Then I'm going to break the grapple.
Alright, make an athletics or an acrobatics check to try to break the grapple. You attempt to pry these whiny tentacles off of yourself, but they're too strong, and you fail to break the grapple.
Okay, then how many turns before I go under or whatever?
It's almost 5 feet deep. So
It's almost 5 feet deep.
Yeah.
So it's almost coming up to my head. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and hang on. If I'm right, I think. Okay. Yep. That's going to be my turn, and then we'll try something else on our next turn.
Okay. This wine weird is going to actually swim over to Torrin and try to grab Torrin. And it managed to get through the sanctuary. But the cord of wine bounces off your armor as it splashes through the wine. The gargoyle mouths, with the wine flooding out of them, they continue to spill out into this room. The wine is now 5 feet deep. The wine weirds are actively trying to push you under the water and submerge you and drown you as well. Ryan.
I'll doggy paddle a little over here. And then I'll make 2 reckless tail attacks on this wine weird.
Hit. The tail splashes through the wine weird. And the second attack, you just splash the tail through just wine. Splashes about the room. Alright, the Tomb Guardian seems to cool off a little bit. The fire goes out. It calms down a little bit. And then it just stomps forward. It moans. You can hear the voice issuing forth from the bucket helm. And then it takes both of its hands, balls them into a fist by interlocking its fingers, raises above its head, and tries to hammer it down onto Millhouse. Miss. It then comes in with a bit of an uppercut, double-handed swing, and the fist bounce straight back off an invisible barrier that quickly kicks in around Millhouse.
Nice. Told you got this, Millhouse.
Eridani. You're muted, Eridani.
Oh, sorry. I take. Yeah.
Alright, it's hard to get a clean shot at this thing, and it's got so much armor. Then you've got Millhouse in the way. You take a shot, but it's a narrow miss.
One more time.
And again, the beam disperses on its armor.
Okay, I will use 2 sorcery points and try 2 more times.
Miss. And that hits.
Hey.
Yay.
The beam crashes into the Tomb Guardian. Necrotic energy continues to wither its already undead looking flesh.
And I send it 10 feet back.
Slides 10 feet down the hall before coming to a stop.
And I go around the corner again. So I'm not awake. That's
Millhouse.
I'm gonna go with a firebolt again.
Boom.
That's another direct hit. The firebolt slams into the Guardian, fire seeps into the gaps of its full plate, and it catches on fire and begins to roar angrily.
And Sonic's just going to try to get to the door again.
Sonic will need another athletics check, and he just managed to slip free of the wine weird. And he does what you tell him to do. He tries to push on this block, but you're not seeing anything happening from the other side of it, Millhouse. Doesn't seem like he's able to open it, as far as you can tell.
Alright, but well, I don't know that they're fighting for the lives back there either.
Are you able to like telepathically speak to it, or?
I don't. It just says I can give him orders on a bonus action.
Okay, I'm guessing that's verbal then. So it's just doing what you tell it to do last time, basically, or defending itself. Anyway, Nim, you're up.
Oh boy. I don't feel too good, so I am going to touch my chest. I'm going to give myself a little tap tap. And then I'm just going to back up just a little bit more.
Where you going, Nim? We need to.
Just backing up. Just backing up.
The wine weird's gonna try and get Torrin. It's not able to. So then it's gonna go for Metal Sonic. And whoosh, Metal Sonic is hit for 15 damage. Grappled, restrained, and dragged closer. Dragged completely underneath the wine as the wine weird's attempting to drown it. This one is gonna go for Torrin. It tries to break through the sanctuary, but it's not able to. So it's going to attack Orion. It's a miss. You jump to the side, and this cord of wine just darts through the wine, missing you. Torrin.
Yeah, finally I can start my attacking. This guy. With my sacred weapon.
Alright, you've got just enough room to not be underwater, using the underwater combat fighting rules. But yeah, you're about to go under, so you need to take a deep breath as well, so you don't drown.
I'll do that as bonus action or something.
You don't need any action. You just take in a deep breath, and you can hold your breath for a number of rounds number of minutes. Equal to, I think it's like 1 plus your Constitution modifier. So, what's that?
My Constitution modifier is 1.
Okay, so you can hold your breath for 2 minutes before you start to suffocate and drown. Alright, you hit the wine weird. Which one were you attacking? Sorry?
One up here.
Okay. The blade just cuts straight through it. You just feel the blade contact the solid part of the wine.
Okay. And I'll also make my second attack.
That's another hit. The blade sears through the wine weird again as you try to take out this invisible foe.
Then I'll start swimming probably. I don't know. And my turn.
I think your sanctuary goes down too.
Yeah, sanctuary goes down, and you can you don't really need to swim at the moment, Torrin. You're just kind of standing on the ground in your armor. All right, this wine weird is going to try and get Torrin. It's going to swim forward, reach out with this tendril of wine, and miss. Nathan.
I don't need sanctuary.
Ooh. Yeah. I forgot to do this last round, or last turn, but I'm going to bonus action, do the little insighty on his deception on the fresh golem thing. Tomb Guardian.
Make an insight check.
Oh, come on.
And
Jesus.
it's still just got a couple of little secrets that it's keeping from you, Nathan. You're not really sure exactly how this
I
thing's gonna
need your
move.
deepest, darkest secrets, man. What is in your diary? And I'm just gonna take a shot at him.
It hugs its diary.
Oh
And,
my god.
looks away from you. You take a shot, but the arrow bounces off its full plate.
Oh my gosh. This is so shitty. I can't do anything.
Lollard, you need to take a deep breath in now. What's your Constitution score or modifier?
It's 2.
Okay, you can hold your breath for 3 minutes. You're taking
Alright,
a deep breath because you're about to go under.
Okay,
Should
all
do it
right.
in real life.
Let's see. I guess a couple of questions. One, how high is the ceiling?
It's 12
Above
feet
us.
high.
And the water is now about 6 feet, I'm assuming.
It's 5 feet. It's about to go 6 feet.
Okay, so, all right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call on the mighty Wongo and do this.
Okay, use the Mace of Terror. And are you excluding anyone from that?
Unfortunately, my flaw does not allow me to do that.
That's their fault for being in the way.
It's all on you, Wongo.
Alright, Torin, Orion, Mataru, Sonic. You guys need to make wisdom saves. And the 3 wine weirds also make wisdom saves.
If you're
Right.
close to me, then you can add 3 to any saves.
Thank you very much.
Alright. Oh, I need one more wine weird. Okay. The a wave of terror washes over the wine weirds, and the 3 to the left will get frightened. This one is not affected. Torin, you also get frightened, and Mataru Sonic, did he make a wisdom save?
Sorry, I must have missed it.
He'll need one.
It's messing
Can he
up.
be frightened?
I would assume
He can.
immune to charm. Is frightened charm?
Different. He becomes frightened as well. Alright, so when you're frightened, you have to spend your turn moving as far away from Lollard as possible. You can't willingly end within 30 feet of him. You also can't take reactions, and you can only dash to try and get away. Yeah, pussies, run! Run away! Ha 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 ha! That's what Wongo says.
I'm kind of liking Wongo now.
Alrighty,
Take
that's
your
an
own one, you
action.
don't you?
Any bonus action,
Yeah.
Lollard?
Is my sanctuary still up?
I believe so, because I don't think that breaks Sanctuary, what you just did. I'll double check.
Okay, all right, cool.
Let me check. If you attack, cast a spell that affects an enemy or deal damage. You didn't attack, you didn't cast a spell, and you didn't deal damage, so your Sanctuary is still up.
Very nice.
Okay, all right. Cool. All right, so I am basically going to pass my turn. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass my turn and get prepared for my next turn.
Okay. Alright, this wine weird is just going to start dragging Metal Sonic away with it as it takes a dash action. It begins to flee, swimming through the wine. Meanwhile, the gargoyle heads continue spilling out wine. And the wine is now 6 feet deep. Torin and Lollard, you guys go under. You've got your breath held. Orion, you're a dire wolf, but you're as big as a horse. So you actually, you know, your head is about 10 feet high off the ground, so you're not submerged yet. Torrin and Lollard, you guys will be using underwater combat rules now. So that means a lot of attacks are at disadvantage. I'll give you a handout with those rules.
Okay.
Yeah, unless it's a special underwater weapon, dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident, your attacks will be at disadvantage. Also, you do move at half movement speed if you do move around in the water. Alright, so you guys are 6 feet underneath the wine now. And let's take a 10-minute break. We'll take a quick breather. When we get back, we'll continue fighting off.
Ooh.
I like it. Take a brief breather and they're fucking drowning over there.
No
I
big
like
deal.
Yep.
Alright, I'll see you guys back soon. This is a tough
See ya.
situation.
Definitely. See it.
Well, if we can take a short rest, I can breathe underwater. Do you think we can
Yeah,
squeeze in a short rest here, guys?
Yeah, but
Depends
do you think you can breathe on a wine?
You're right. I mean, it doesn't say that. It only says water. The description, so probably bypasses that pretty well.
What you have
could
to do
breathe-
is swim out where the wine comes in.
Yeah, I'm not going to describe the room to you because you're not in there, and that'd be metagaming.
Uh,
If you breathe wine, you get drunk.
yeah, you do. In fact, you do, because there was a fab in New York it was, where they a couple of bars vaporized alcohol, and you inhaled it, and it was more effective than drinking.
You ever see that Parks and Rec episode where they like turn alcohol into like hand sanitizer and stuff?
No.
No, just me. Okay.
Sorry.
Shut up, you stupid cat.
I so wanted to just shove him over the edge.
There you go. There's the link for the hand sanitizer.
Where? In the Discord?
Discord. Yeah. Yeah. So there's
Okay.
no wrong way to consume alcohol.
Yes. Every way to consume alcohol is a wrong way to consume alcohol.
It is essentially poison.
Essential?
They have vodka in the flash of light.
I know. That's my favorite.
I know you don't like strippers because they make you sad.
How does a stripper make somebody sad?
He's like the nerd, pretty much, like hardcore nerd. And he's like, yeah, I made my own game. He's the nerd.
And another thing he could do on a bachelor party was play Katana.
Listen,
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to have like a board and game night and just kick butt.
guys,
Yeah,
listen,
but,
we spend
but
4
that's
hours
not-
a day. We spend 4 hours a week every Saturday playing D&D. I don't know if we're allowed to call other people nerds.
Didn't you hear? D&D isn't a nerdy game anymore.
Oh, it's the cool thing to do now.
Yeah.
It's wrapped back around.
Yeah.
What do you mean back around?
And it isn't 4 hours for me. It's 10 hours total.
That's great.
Well, if you take critical role with it, it's 13 hours.
Just at Critical Role. How dare you, Nim?
I was stretching. That wasn't to critical role.
Okay, good.
I am caught up 100% on every single episode.
Dope.
I'm not. I'm one episode behind.
Yeah, same.
It's not too bad.
It's good. I'm
Well,
on board.
technically, I'm 2 episodes behind because I don't have a Twitch account. So.
You don't need a Twitch account.
You don't?
No,
To have
you can
to-
you can just log on, or you don't log on. You can watch Critical Role on Twitch when they stream
No,
on Thursdays.
it's more convenient to hear it on podcast anyway, so. Because I can do that at work.
Mm-hmm.
Are you pooping? Do.
Yeah.
Best use of message of sending
Oh.
ever.
The absolute best.
You guys alright? How's
Yeah.
it looking in there?
I don't know.
They do a pretty fun play with message in this last episode.
Yeah.
You'll see it and you'll know what it is. It's hilarious.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
How's everyone doing?
Could
Fantastic.
be better. I could be actually hitting things.
I mean, there is that.
Oh, I'm so gonna see that film.
They're drowning in their sorrow.
Alrighty, so what have we all learned? Never split the party. Let's
Yes.
continue.
I don't know. I prefer to be out here than in there, though.
Yes.
Alrighty, so let's continue. As our heroes are trying to deal with this Tomb Guardian out in the loop hallway, this other room is rapidly filling with wine, and multiple people are now completely submerged. So, Orion, you're up.
Can I take a quick glance over to the heads that are spewing the alcohol? Do they seem like they could be closed in some way? Is there a mechanism? Do I think I could close them if I smash them?
They are made from stone, so you feel like smashing them probably wouldn't be the best course of action. They literally just like their mouths opened, and then the wine started spilling out. So they must be hinged.
Okay.
So you might be able to try to close it or block it or something like that. They are, just the wine must be coming from somewhere as well. It's just constantly spilling out of the heads of these gargoyles.
All right. Okay, with the 3 wine weirds that are running away, I think I'm going to attack the one that's not frightened, and then maybe we can deal with the wine that's spewing out. I looked at the direwolf. I have pack tactics, so if Lollard is, he's pretty shady lately, but if he's considered an ally, I have advantage without reckless. Okay. Then I will not attack reckless, and I will just do a normal attack with my tail twice.
Miss.
Fantastic.
Miss.
Fantastic.
The tail splashes through the wine as it continues to increase in height, filling this room.
And then do I have... is it difficult terrain here?
Yeah.
Then I will provoke from this guy and move to here. I just want to stick my butt in.
Wait, what?
I'll move to this like wine thing, and can I just back up into it?
Awesome. I like it.
This is part of the cork.
Oh,
So, hey, you do you, man.
God silently judges you.
I just want to back into it.
Okay, it is gushing out very, very quickly, Orion. Make an athletics
It's a
check.
wine.
I'm raging, so advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. You use the wolf's strength. and
Oh,
then
yeah,
your
sorry.
proficiency bonus. So, what's your normal strength?
Apologies. There's a +3 in the wolf strength. And then I am proficient in athletics.
It should be plus. What's your proficiency? 3. So it should be +6. So it should be
1 higher.
All right. So it's coming out. So it's gushing out of the mouth so forcefully that all you get is a nice little.
It's a bidet.
Yeah.
You get a wine.
You got a nice little flush down there, Ryan. That's about it. But it's too forceful. You're not strong enough to actually plug it out or even try to stop it. Anyway.
Clutch harder. Clutch.
With a 21, guys, we're screwed. Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, sorry, did I provoke from this wine weird when I moved there?
It does not attack you.
Okay.
This Tomb Guardian, it roars. The fire starts to go out. It reaches Millhouse and then just tries to body slam him. Disadvantage. It's a miss. It comes in again. And it misses. The Tomb Guardian starts to cool off a little bit as the fire wears off. Eridani.
Okay. Move up. And we use Eldritch Blast again. It's not my day today.
There's a miss. That's a hit. A beam of energy slams into the Tomb Guardian, getting in its armor and cracking into its flesh. The Tomb Guardian is looking a little bit beat up now.
And since he doesn't like fire, I'm quickening using my 2 last sorcery points. And I'm quickening
Firebolt or Scorching Ray?
Scorching Ray.
The first Scorching Ray misses.
Yeah, it's 3, right?
Yeah, we got 3 in total.
Oh, come on, you gotta hit at least one. Come on.
Come on.
And
Oh yeah.
There it is.
hit. 12 points of damage. The Scorching Ray slams into the Tomb Guardian, catches it back on fire. The Tomb Guardian screeches out in agony.
And I move out of the way again. Well, I have to do that, so...
Millhouse.
Gonna go for melee attacks this time.
Ting! That just creates sparks as the blade glances the armor. That hits. You find a gap in its full plate and chomp the axe down into its putrid looking flesh. It simply moans.
Hot.
And Sonic will just continue to not opening the door.
Alrighty. Sonic can make an athletics, or actually no, all he can do is
I
try
don't-
to dash away from Lollard, so
I forgot.
that's what he does.
He will dash away.
Alright, and that mace, I think they get a wisdom save at the end of their turn. So you can make him a wisdom save. DC 15. He's still frightened. Actually, he's still grappled as well, so he's not even moving anywhere. Alright, Nim, you're up.
Alrighty. I am going to do. Actually, I'm gonna come down one more. That's 15, 20. And I am going to just do a little thing. I can't do that. Never mind. Can't do that. Thought I was. Can't. I will do poison spray instead at the Tomb Guardian.
Alright, you come around the corner and spray poison in its face. And doesn't affect it.
He's a strong boy. And then... Oh, that'll be it. I'm gonna back up again. Nope. Just to there, because that's all I got movement-wise.
Alright, this wine weird is going to try and get as far away from Lollard as possible. It's going to let him go because it doesn't want to drag him with it because it wants to get away from him. And then it's going to get into the corner and make a wisdom save. And it's still frightened. This one is going to try to grab Lollard with a tendril of wine. 20 hits. Actually, sorry, wisdom save first. Your sanctuary's up. It fails, so it would go for Torin next. Torin, your hit. And you take 12 bludgeoning damage. You're grappled and restrained. Whoops, wrong icon. So you can actually try to get out of the grapple with the Mace of Terror. So I made an athletic check for Metal Sonic before, because you're still trying to get away from it. So if something's holding you, you will attempt to break that grapple first. It grapples you, it restrains you, it crushes you for 12 damage, and it drags you in 5 feet closer. Torin, you're terrified of Lollard. The only thing you can do is try to break the grapple and get away from him. So make an athletics or an acrobatic check against the wine weird. You manage to free yourself from the wine weird's grip. Now you need to move as far away as Lollard as possible.
Yeah, I'll go into the corner, dashing.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Alright. So, because it's half movement speed. As you try to escape, the wine weird's not gonna Try and allow
Do
that
I-
to happen. It's going to attack. And whoosh, it hits you again for 14 bludgeoning damage. It grapples you and it restrains you. And it keeps you right there. Reduced to 0 movement speed.
Does that mean I didn't use my action because I can't dash?
You use your action to... Oh yeah, actually, you're right. So 10, 20, 30. You wouldn't even got that far. You would have only got that far, so you're going to have to disregard that last attack. It's all difficult terrain, so just give yourself those hit points back. I get a wisdom save as well, Torrin. At the end of your turn, you manage to overcome the frightening effect from the Mace of Terror. You're no longer frightened, and you can use your reaction again. This wine weird's gonna move into the corner and make a wisdom save. You're still frightened from the Mace of Terror. Nathan.
I will try to hit this time. If it don't, I swear to God. Oh my Jesus.
The arrow bounces straight off the Tomb Guardian.
I give up. I'm done. I'm out. I'm just gonna hug this. I'm just gonna hug this thing right here.
Well, lad.
Okay, I'm gonna make movement. Because right now, are we actually swimming, or can we still walk in this? Or
You're basically, yeah. You're walking. I mean, you could try to swim, but what type of armor are you wearing?
mithril and underwear?
You can swim. I mean, yeah, it's 6 feet deep, so you're kind of walking, swimming. However you're moving, it's half movement speed.
Okay, all right. So then that means, yeah, I'm making movement to this point here, and that should get all of them if I am correct. And I am casting this.
Okay. The Spirit Guardians, it spreads out 15 feet in every direction. And I take it you're not excluding anyone from that?
Unfortunately, my flaw does not allow it.
Okay. So do you give the others some sort of warning, like it's your own fault if you get in the way of it, something like that?
Yeah, I just kind of say, you know, hey, these little angels that are floating around, they may not like you very much in a few minutes. You know.
You can still swim up to the surface and take another gulp of air, and you can tell everyone that if they get in the way, then it's their own fault.
I kind of do that too. It's just basically your own fault. You know. Hey, you guys have got to move faster.
Alright, they'll make saves at the start of their turn as the Spirit Guardians attempts to eat into them. Your Sanker is still up at the moment as well, but it's going to go down in a second as soon as this one takes damage.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So that should be my turn.
The Wine Weird's going to make a Wisdom save. The radiant energy begins to consume the Wine Weird, melting it down for 16 points. It moves as far away as it can out of the Spirit Guardians and into the corner, trying to get away from you, Lollard. And it managed to break out of that frighten effect at the end of its turn. It turns back towards you, and you just kind of see the wine swirling around in that direction. Still has Metal Sonic as well. Alright, the wine is now 7 feet deep in this room. Orion.
Sorry, I was muted. Am I aware that this one made it save? Can I make that distinction?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll run over to here, and I'll...
This one's going to attack.
Okay.
a tentacle slams into you for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fantastic. Then I will recklessly attack that wine weird.
That hits. The tail splashes into the wine weird. And that hits. And you're not being able to actually see these things the entire time. You're just kind of feeling them and sensing them from the way that the wine's rippling. And then it's almost as if there's an underwater splash as your tail smashes through it. It seems to completely disperse it. You also see Metal Sonic start to be able to move again.
I thought I freed Metal Sonic just in time for him to be incinerated by radiant fire.
Alright, the Tomb Guardian, it starts going crazy and just tries to kick Millhouse. And that misses. And then it tries to headbutt him. But just headbutts the air. And then the fire dies down as it calms down a little bit. Eridani.
Mike is on, yes. I take 2 steps forward. And I'm gonna hit him this time.
That is a
That's the
hit.
spirit.
Beam of Eldritch Energy smashes into the Tomb Guardian. Buckles of plate begin to fall off. It's looking like
Send
it's
him
about
10
to
feet
collapse.
back.
You knock it back 10 feet.
And
It's a narrow miss.
19 is a narrow miss? Okay.
Yep. 19 misses the Tomb Guardian.
Mm.
It's got half cover from Millhouse.
And I don't
It's
have
running full
any...
plate. So,
Yeah.
you can figure
Yeah,
out the AC from
that's...
that.
Okay, I'm going back again. I don't have any bonus action I can do.
Millhouse.
Alright. Firebolt.
And the firebolt just erupts as it hits the Tomb Guardian in the chest. The Tomb Guardian slams onto the ground with a heavy thud. The corpse still smoldering.
Alright, now we can focus on trying to get through that door.
I'm going to take you guys out of initiative for now. So we'll do like a round of these guys fighting. And then we'll come back and see what you guys are doing out there. Because you guys don't have any threats now, so that you don't need to be in initiative.
So,
Alright, Metal Sonic can just make a wisdom save for Spirit Guardians, Millhouse. And then make a wisdom save for trying not to be frightened anymore. Alright, roll some Spirit Guardians damage, Lullard.
Okay, let's see.
3d8.
Roll low.
Roll
Or I
low,
guess in your
okay.
case, roll high.
Oh, this is on Middle Sonic. Oh, sorry, Sonic. Sorry, little guy. All right.
And he takes 9 radiant damage. He's starting to break apart, but not completely. And then there'll be another wisdom save because he's still frightened. He needs to try and get out of that effect. He is still frightened.
Oh,
He just spins over into the corner and huddles in the corner.
Can I just say also all of those effects that he just made were against Lollard.
Okay. That was good. That was good.
Alrighty, yeah. That's the wisdom save for the wine with Spirit Guardians. It's going to take the full brunt. Roll us 3d8, Lollard.
Okay. Let's see.
The time to roll low.
Alright, it's in the corner trying to get away from you as it's getting eaten away from the Spirit Guardians. Seems to be pinned in the corner. This one's going to make a wisdom save for Spirit Guardians. It'll take the full brunt of damage. So you can roll. Get ready for that roll. Every time a creature starts their turn in that Spirit Guardians, you need to roll 3d8. Lola.
Sorry. Yep, let me... There we go.
Alright, it gets slightly schmelted away. You see the wine bubbling about a little bit. And it's simply going to try to reach out and constrict you, Lollard. A cord of wine whoosh, hits you for 11 bludgeoning damage. It grapples you and it restrains you. And it drags you 5 feet closer, which also pushes Spirit Guardians into Torrin.
Thanks.
Torrin, make a wisdom saving throw against the Spirit Guardians. You take 3d8 radiant damage.
So it's 13.
A 13, still a fail.
Still fail? Okay.
You take 14 points of radiant damage at the start of your turn, Torrin.
That takes me out.
Oh no.
Alright, when you're unconscious, you're not able to hold your breath anymore. So you can go 2 rounds before you start to drown. You can go a number of rounds equal to 1 plus your constitution score. That's a wine weird is attempting to drown everyone. The sacred weapon loses its glow, and you guys see Torrin just kind of tip up in the water, in an unconscious state. In the wine, sorry. This wine weird is in the Spirit Guardians. It's going to make a wisdom saving throw for that first. And it takes half damage. It's taking 8 points of radiant damage, and can't really see how injured these things are because they're invisible to you guys. But it's still frightened. It's still stuck in that corner. Lollard.
Okay. I'm still in the grapple. So if I try to break free...
Spirit Guardians. Does that have verbal components?
It is a verbal component.
Okay, you're now drowning. You can... What's your constitution? Is it +2?
It's 2.
Alright, you've got 3 rounds before you need to take a breath. At the end of those 3 rounds, the next round, you're going to be drowning.
Alright, but the Guardians are still up, I'm assuming?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, alright. So then I'm going to try to break free of this guy.
An athletics or an acrobatics check. And you're held underneath the wine. I'm not able to free yourself.
Alright, that's fine. Concentration. Alright, we are... That's about all we can... I'm gonna do something different. I'm going to go ahead. Well, no, I can't do that either. So that's it for me.
Okay. The wine is now 8 feet deep in this room. Are we going to come back to you guys? As we're split into 2 different groups, we have to swap back and forward between the 2 groups. Spend a few minutes on each group. So let's go over to Millhouse, Nim, Eridani, and Nathan. You guys have destroyed the Tomb Guardian. It's just smoldering on the ground.
I'm gonna go over there and stab with my rapier. See, I hit it, guys.
Nathan finishes it off. He kicks its leg to make it look like it's twitching a little bit.
Oh, it's unmagical. It probably didn't do anything to him.
I checked the stone. Does it seem just a normal stone, heavy or magical sealed, or?
I mean, if it's magical, you'll need to have detect magic up to tell that. it looks to you just like a smooth grey wall. It's completely sealing the entire corridor.
Have you tried to lift it?
Well, it's got to go down. No, it's got to go up. We have tried, but it was a bit too heavy. That's why we came down to see if you guys had any ideas on how to get it out.
Only thing I can think of is dispel magic, but I don't know if that helps anything because the stone is so heavy anyway. Should I try it?
I have it as well, but that's only one spell slot for me left.
Wait,
Hey,
I can try casting levitate on it.
Should I dispel first and then levitate, or?
I mean, if you want to try it. I'm not sure it's magical, but
I use my last dispel magic.
You cast dispel magic on the wall, and nothing happens to it.
I'll cast levitate on it. I'm going to cast it from around the corner, though. I'll warn everybody that quite a bit of wine's going to flood through. So you don't want to be in the corridors.
How do you know there's wine on the other side?
Well, because we
don't know that.
it closed and there was.
You don't know that. Your character.
You don't know that.
I don't know that.
Your player knows. You know as a player, but your character doesn't know that it's full of wine.
So I stand here because I don't know what's going on the other side. So that's.
Well, I was only taking assumptions from the plaque that said "Drown your sorrows," and the I just cast levitate on it and see if that works.
Alright, cast levitate on the block, and what's Nim up to during this time?
I'm standing around that corner trying to assess myself and see how, healed I am. He's more self-involved at the moment.
Okay, what's Nathan up to?
Just keeping an eye out for any other kind of danger.
Okay. Alright, we'll get back to you guys. Let's continue.
This is gonna suck.
The fight in the wine room. Orion, you're very close to being completely submerged now too. You're not submerged yet. You are now using the underwater combat rules. You have to. You're mostly submerged by wine now.
Okay. I will move a little bit. It's 15. I guess I'll have to move into the radiant damage here. Do I take damage just from entering it like that?
Yep, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And I assume I don't get Torin's juicy goodness because he's unconscious.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't get his bonus. Alright, also, by the way, Lollard and Torin, you guys only have 5 feet of visibility now from the wine. Alright, Orion, you succeed, so you'll take half damage from the Spirit Guardians.
Oh, I'm fully blind now, by the way.
Yep. Oh, well, 5 feet you've got. Sorry, let me give you another feet.
Is that because we're underwater?
The wine, yeah, trying to see through wine. You can imagine what it would be like. You only have 5 feet of visibility.
I guess it's
Stings
red
the
wine.
eyes.
I don't see anything anyway, so.
Alright, so what you need to, every time someone takes the Spirit Guardian damage, you need to
Yeah, sorry. There it is.
roll. Alright, that's 6 radiant damage for you, right?
And then can I grapple Torin in my jaws as an attack, or is that an action?
Grapple replaces one of your attacks if you have extra attack.
Then I would like to grapple his body and hold him above the wine, if that's possible.
Okay. You. Yeah. You used. Say it costs you 10 feet of movement to do that. So you've used 30 feet so far. And he's up above the wine. He's still unconscious though, so he's at least able to breathe now.
And then can I move? Or I can't because I will attack the wine weird with my tail now.
Okay.
And it's just a normal attack because I have Lullard in melee with it.
Okay. But is he an ally though? Is he?
That's I don't know at this point. That's up to him.
The tail slaps through the wine weird.
And then I'll move out of the radiant damage with.
That costs you 15 feet to move one space now with Torrent in your mouth.
Okay.
Plus an extra. Sorry, that costs you. Plus, Spirit Guardians also slows you down, so you're out of movement speed now.
All right.
One square is costing you like 20 feet.
Okay. Am I back here?
No, that would be it. That's as far as you're gonna get.
Okay. I will give Lullard a glare with almost dead torn in my jaws, but that's it.
And Mataru Sonic needs to make a wisdom save against being frightened. He's still frightened. The wine weird is going to do a wisdom save for the Spirit Guardians. The Spirit Guardians continues to eat away at its form. Wine splashes about in the corner there. You guys can kind of hear it rippling. Lollard's going to roll 3d8 every time a creature starts its turn in the Spirit Guardians. It takes the full brunt of radiant damage, but then it recovers from Wongo's mace at the end of its turn.
Okay.
This wine weird's going to make a wisdom save for the Spirit Guardian. And it takes the full 13 radiant damage. It thrashes about in the wine and attempts to wrap a tendril of wine around you, Lollard. And what the shit snaps off of your shield. Miss. Torrin, you'll need to make a death saving throw.
Do I need to roll?
You don't need to roll, but he just
Okay, good.
he just takes damage.
Whoa!
Okay, Torrin, so
Right.
you take damage and you fail a death saving throw, and then you also make a death saving throw. Now they both happen at the start of your turn, so we'll say that the success was after you took damage, so that you can be up on 1 hit point and take a turn.
Hell yeah,
You
dude.
open your eyes.
Alright.
It's got you in his mouth, and he's paddling with you above the surface of the wine, which is now 8 feet deep.
What? Oh. What? Okay. Where are we?
Awful.
Right. So I take a deep breath, and yeah, I don't want to go into those Spirit Guardians. So can I get away from those?
Yeah, Orion will let go of you, I'm sure.
Mhm.
I'm not sure where I can move, but otherwise I will squeeze with the
Alright, so
big furry beast.
you're not able to end your turn in another creature's space.
Can I cannot be above him, right?
Firstly, you need to use half your movement speed to right yourself from prone, so you're like disorientated when you become conscious. You're kind of like upside down. So you right yourself for 15 feet. Now every square you move through the Spirit Guardians is going to cost you 15 feet. So you're not able to get out of it. The Spirit Guardian slows you down as you move through it.
Okay. Then I'll do a Cure Wounds. Because I have nothing else to do to survive. That won't be enough. Yeah, and I don't have anything else I can do, because this is my action. End of turn.
Right, the wine weird in the corner is affected by the spirit guardians. Takes the full brunt as it continues to cower in the corner. It'll take 3d8 radiant. It's hard to tell how much these wine weirds are damaged because they're invisible, but you can definitely see some thrashing around in the wine there. Lollard, you're still held underwater and you're starting to drown. Like you've got wine like, you know, going into your lungs and stuff, so you feel like you're about to drown.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to. It's just one grapple in me right now. The other one,
Yeah.
if I'm right, didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna try to break free if I can.
Right, make
To try
an
to get to the
athletics
surface?
check or an acrobatics check. Alright, just as you're panicking from being drowned to death by this wine weird, you take the tendril that's wrapped around you and you just grab it with a burst of strength, you rip it off of yourself, you boost up off of the ground and you jump up to a height of more than 8 feet so you can take in a big gulp of air and you're no longer drowning.
Okay, and can I now get a judge of how high the ceiling is from us? How much room there is still left?
4 feet. Less.
4 feet?
It's less than 4 feet.
All right, that I'll kind of keep that in my mind, and I'm going to try to make movement in this direction.
You can go 3 spaces.
I can go 3 spaces, so I'm going to try to go 3 spaces. I can't tell with the 5-foot sight if that's 3. I don't. Was that 3?
That's 3.
Okay, all right.
Alright,
That's
as you
where
move away, the wine weird's gonna try and grab you.
Yeah,
An opportunity attack.
And it did. Okay.
Let's see how you move. Alright, it whips you in this space. It hits you for 15 bludgeoning damage. It grapples you and restrains you.
Okay, and does that put me back underwater?
Yeah, it drags you 5 feet closer and back down under the wine. Alright, you maintain concentration, and we're going to come back to you guys. Let's go back over to the other party. So, meanwhile, Nim, Millhouse, Eridani, and Nathan, you guys are completely oblivious to what's going on over the other side of this block. There's no sound, there's no wine, it seems completely airtight, completely soundproof in that regard. And Millhouse, when you cast telekinesis, you try to lift the block, nothing happens. You're not able to move it at all. It's something is strange about this block. The spell just doesn't seem to affect it.
Well, I'm out of ideas. Anybody else got anything?
Oh, I can't see past rocks, so I can't get in there and help them.
I'm gonna see if anything. Well, that guy, the Tomb Guardian, is new, so I'm gonna quickly check if anything's changed out in the staircase.
When you come out to the staircase, you from your field of view, Millhouse, everything looks the same. You're kind of just peering out from the corridor, so you just see like the railing ahead of you and the staircase. When you step out, you notice 2 things. Firstly, the button is not there, the green skull button. And there are 4 zombies gnashing at the bit, poking their heads out of the door.
Yeah, I got no idea what to do. Anybody else get any ideas?
Go for the button. See if it's there. If you go near it, if it pops up or not.
Guess it's worth a shot.
A button does what? Start to phase up through the floor.
Alright, hit the button.
You jump on it. It glows green once more.
We've tried triggering these buttons twice, haven't we? I'm gonna touch it again just to see what happens if I try triggering it twice.
When you jump on it again, it does not sink back into the ground. It just stays there a few inches above the ground.
So, and okay, that's still closed.
Door's still closed.
The only thing I can think of is going around in the circle again, maybe.
Yeah, try that.
Okay.
We're going back.
Alright, you guys go back around the loop.
Whee!
And when you do, you see the body of Devlin appear once more. And you've got the empty room with the open sarcophagus, the sunlight dispelled. And we'll get back to you guys. Feel free to roleplay in the chat or something too, any ideas or something that you have. And we'll continue on this fight with the other party. So, Orion, you've got about 3 feet left between the surface of the wine and the ceiling now. You're up.
I will use my first attack to grapple Torin very gently in my jaws again.
Make a wisdom save as well. You're actually in the Spirit Guardians.
That's right. And he's awake again, so I got that aura.
Alright, you take 12 points of radiant damage at the start of your turn.
Great.
Alright, you grapple him. 1 square costs you 15 feet of movement.
Lawler has officially done more damage to me this fight than the Wine Weirds. Can I move Torin to the other side of me? Is that...
Yeah, you can do that with 15 feet of movement like that.
Okay.
Every square that you move him, it costs 5 feet of your own, I'll say.
Okay. And then...
Okay.
Yeah. I will move closer. Can I move here?
Yeah, that costs you 20 feet.
Okay. And then I will use my tail attack on the Wine Weird.
That hits. The tail slaps through the Wine Weird for 14 damage. Alright, Mataru Sonic just needs to make a wisdom save, Millhouse.
He'll get there one day.
He's not in the Spirit Guardian, so...
Granted, him failing the wisdom save is probably the only thing keeping him alive, because otherwise he would head straight for the door.
We'll use that damage for this Wine Weird. It fails, and... you hear a splash in the corner. This Wine Weird's going to make a wisdom save for the Spirit Guardians. It splashes out of existence. The Spirit Guardians destroys it instantly. So there's still one left. Alright, Torin.
Yeah, I have no clue what's happening to those Wine Weirds because I don't have any vision and, well...
You can hear it. You can hear like a loud splashing sound, and
I just say, good job, Orion. And I'll do another Cure Wounds because I'm still not feeling very well. And that's my last spell.
alrighty. In the what sort of armor are you wearing, Torin?
Let me see. Let's say chainmail.
Okay.
Maybe I
Make an athletics check to try and swim in the chainmail.
Sure.
Alright, you actually do manage to swim to the surface enough so you can keep breathing. You've got like a 3-foot gap in between the top of the wine and the ceiling. You jump up, cast a spell, you heal yourself. You can hear a lot of commotion, splashing everywhere. You're not sure how you ever get the wine stains out of these clothes.
Right. Yeah, end of turn.
Alright, this wine weird, you've kind of got it pinned in the corner of the Spirit Guardians, Lullard. It's going to make a wisdom save for that, and it's going to take 6 points of damage. And then it's going to make a wisdom save for the mace. And it fails. Now the wine weird does something that those of you above the surface, Torrin and Orion, the ones that are able to keep your heads up. I'll return this light. And you can't actually see the wine weird directly, but you can detect its presence by the way it interacts with the wine around it. It seems to just like go inside one of these gargoyle mouths into this one over here. Slips on straight through.
And
Well, you've got the mithril armor, so you can easily swim and get your head above the surface now. You're not being dragged out by a wine weird. And we're going to stay in initiative. The wine weird is still a threat. What do you do?
okay. All right. Did I see where it went or anything, or did
You can detect it just by kind of the rippling movements that it makes in the wine around it over here, and it does make quite a lot of sound as well. There's no more splashing from the gargoyle heads now because the gargoyle heads are underwater, so you just basically it's apart from the splashing that you guys are making from swimming, it's relatively quiet in this room. The wine's directly underwater essentially when it's spilling out. So any movement that the wine weirds make, you guys can hear it pretty clearly.
All right. So since we're swimming in water, I can move about 15 feet. I'm assuming this is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try my best to get away from the other guys, even though I really don't care about them, and move to this distance here. And how much space between the ceiling and wherever the water level is?
You've only got a couple of feet now. It's about 2.5 feet.
All right. And from there, can I see this elemental or anything?
You feel like it's gone into the mouth. You can kind of see this tube where the wine's coming from. It's looks big enough to crawl into, but the wine weird's gone down there.
Okay, so a person could get through that, is what you're getting at?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
If you can get through the gushing wine, that is.
Okay, well, we're going to give it a try. That's where we're heading, I guess, on our next turn, so that's my turn.
You can dash and try and get up there now if you want.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that.
All right. When you get to the mouth of the gargoyle, it's like a water jet. Imagine like a spa out of the water, like jets out really quickly. It's pushing against you. Make an athletics check to try and get through it.
Okay. Whoops.
You just get like wine just like pushed all over your face, and you're not able to get through.
Okay. I guess that's my turn, and I'll just keep attempting it.
Ryan. We'll actually get back to you guys. There's only 2 feet now where you can get air from above. Let's go back over to the other party and see what they're doing on the other side of this block.
So anybody had any ideas yet?
I run in and close the coffin.
Okay. You can run in and obviously you don't see what's going on here in this room.
I close the coffin and yell out, check if the stone door opened or something like that.
I'll go up and check.
It's alright.
Alrighty, you go over Millhouse, and another thing you guys notice as well is that when you're going around the ring, that tomb guardian that you just killed earlier, it's not in that other. It's almost as if you're passing into another reality. It's not there, it's gone. And the block is still up there where Lollard and Orion and Torrin are still blocked off.
Not good. Not good at all.
Did anything happen?
There was no...
Yell at the...
I'm playing telephone.
Try to scratch it or with a weapon or anything. Just see if we can do any damage to this block of granite.
I mean, I'll try it with my magic weapon. I doubt anything's going to come of it, but let's give it a shot.
Alright, you're attacking the block?
Yes.
Okay, that would be over here. This is the block.
I'll attack the block.
Alright, give us your best bob attack. You hit as hard as you can, Millhouse. And that block, it doesn't even get chipped. There's not even a tiny little pit in the stone or even a marking at all. It almost as if the axe just bounced off some sort of invisible plane of force protecting it. Just no effect whatsoever.
I'm out of ideas, guys. I don't really know. This is probably not a reality or something like that, demi-plane or. But so we probably have to go back to the real world, but that doesn't save our friends on the other side of this door.
As you speak about your other friends on the other side of the door, let's go over to your friends on the other side of the door. Meanwhile,
Your breather.
Orion, you guys are probably going to want to take another deep breath very shortly because you've got a couple of feet before this place is entirely flooded all the way to the ceiling. What do you do, Orion?
Alright, I'm going to swim, cute little doggy paddle over to the sarcophagus and dive down after taking a big breath. And then can I revert back to myself, back to
Sure.
Orion? Then I want to, if the sarcophagus is still open, I want to reach in and grab that wooden plaque.
Okay. You grab it. It says, "Drown your sorrows."
If there's nothing else interesting on it, I'm just gonna crack it open over my knee, and then
You can
search.
try to snap it over your knee with an athletic check using your action.
Sure. Advantage because this is my last turn of rage because I'm not attacking anything.
And it doesn't snap that easily.
Can I search the inside of the sarcophagus for anything we missed?
The coffin is empty. There's nothing in here except for that block, which you now have in your hands.
All right. I'm out of movement, I'm guessing, because it's all double movement, so... I will look furiously at this damn piece of wood.
Metal Sonic can make a wisdom save. He's still frightened from the mace. Torin.
I take a deep breath and I want to go and see if I can get through there.
Make an athletics check as you attempt to climb into the gargoyle's mouth. Swim through this little tunnel that you can see. You just get thrust.
Can I use my DM inspiration to have advantage?
Not after rolling. When
Okay.
you have advantage, you roll 2 dice at the same time. That would
Right.
be like more like a re-roll.
Okay. And it's just advantage or disadvantage, right? Inspiration dice.
Yeah, it gives you advantage, inspiration.
Okay.
On one roll.
Okay. Well, then I don't get through. And that ends my turn.
The jet of wine keeps on pushing you back. Alright, this wine weird's going to make a wisdom save.
Oh.
Seems to still be... not from the Spirit Guardians, but from the mace.
Oh.
It hasn't,
Okay.
hasn't returned. Lallard. And
Alright.
you're almost under.
Okay, so I'm going to try it again, but this time I'm going to use my inspiration and try to get through that hole.
Okay, make an athletics check with advantage. And the wine just... it just pushes you out.
Oh. Okay. I have to eventually come up for a breath. We're going to... Darn. Yeah, I'm going to make another attempt before I have to actually come back up for air. So that's my turn.
You feel like you've got like kind of one more round before you're going to be submerged.
All right, that sounds good. All right.
Orion.
Do I think that I can swim to the surface and back down with 40 feet of movement?
Yeah. You can do that with 20 feet of movement. 15 actually.
Okay. So I'll swim up, take a big breath, dive back down to the coffin.
What's your constitution modifier?
I have a +3.
You can hold your breath for 4 minutes.
If I'm going out, I want to destroy as much as possible, and I'll be drunk as shit. I want to snap this. I want to snap this damn piece of wood.
Okay, make an athletics check.
And I don't think I'm raging anymore, right?
You're still raging. I don't know. Yeah, you didn't. I think it's like 2 rounds you haven't attacked or taken damage, so your rage has worn off.
Yeah. So here's that athletics check.
And you snap the wooden sign in half.
I grin for a second.
Ryan, we could get a splinter.
We are going to die.
Oh yeah. That's worse. Right, Metal Sonic can make a wisdom save. He's still frightened. Alright, Torin, you've taken a breath already, so you don't have to come up for air. You can start to see the ceiling escaping you as it becomes completely submerged. What do you do?
Well, I'll try again, and I'll use the inspiration now.
Okay. Make an athletics check with advantage.
Well, if this isn't good enough.
And you climb in. You manage to force yourself against the jet of wine that is spurting back out of you. And there is a narrow crawl space in which you can crawl at half movement speed through the tunnel. So that costs you 10 feet to get in there.
I have like another 10 feet left. 20, which makes it 10, right?
You've got 2 spaces left with your movement. Alright, you crawl up and you've still got wine rushing against you. There's actually a larger opening, a massive bowl-shaped cistern you can start to see ahead of you, which actually looks mostly empty. In fact, you can kind of breathe now because most of the wine's kind of just rushing against your chest and neck rather than fully in your face. You've got like a little bit of air.
It's my action to get through it, right? So I
No,
can dash.
it's not an action. It's
Okay,
part of
so
your
I can-
movement speed.
Right. So can I use my dash action to get further into the?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. So that's another 3
Alright,
squares,
you
right?
crawl through and you've got a very large cistern. It's like a 20-foot, a 10-foot radius, circular, like a sphere-shaped cistern with the water just pouring out near the bottom, and you can comfortably stand in this room and you've got breathable air.
Oh, that's great.
But it's a dead end. It looks like this is where the wine was draining from.
Yeah. Great. We'll stay here for now. I mean, going back is dead as well, so let's just get some air and think. End of turn.
The wine weird's gonna make a wisdom save for Wongo's mace. And Lollard, you're up.
All right, I'm going to give it another try. Let's see if we can push our way through there. I don't think that does it. So
Getting through.
yeah, I'm gonna try to get back up to surface to try to get what little air there is left to get another deep breath.
You take a deep breath. You get a full gulp of air.
All right, and then on my next turn, I'll make another attempt.
Okay. Alright, we'll come back to you in a moment, Orion. Let's go back over to our other group who are still trying to figure this out. So, as far as you guys can tell, you're not able to get through this block. You've tried mostly everything unless you got some other ideas.
I'm out of ideas.
Same. I'm out of ideas.
What if we go back to the other one and see if there's another way in or out of that room? Because if we find a way that gets into that room on the other side, then we can do the same thing on this side. If it's the same kind of thing.
You mean the entrance, a second secret entrance? Then it should be here. If it's a demiplane, that's the same copy of the original one. If it's a demiplane.
So we just go to the other one. We go to the other one and try to find if there's a secret door in that room. See where it leads. And see if we can get to that same door on the other side.
Yeah, but wouldn't that just lead farther in? Don't we have to be in the room to get to the secret door?
Well, that door might lead somewhere else that we could reach.
Oh.
It might do like a big loop.
Okay, well, nothing better to do. Run to the other plane.
Alright, you guys run back through into it would be the first plane, if you're calling it that you're in, and
the OG.
the one where Devlin's body is, the one that doesn't have a tomb guardian, the one where the room's empty.
No.
Okay, Nathan, you're good at finding secret doors. Do your stuff. I pray, give a little prayer and give him guidance.
Yeah.
Take a look around for any kind of indent or.
Alright, you head into the room. This room is dark. Do you have some sort of light source, Nathan?
I have a hooded lantern. It's unhooded.
Okay, you hold it up so you can clearly see. Oh, actually, kind of.
I think I already put it on me.
Dynamic lighting. You can make a perception check. Take a look around for secret doors, and it doesn't seem like there are any secret doors in this room. There are just the 4 closed gargoyle mouths, the sarcophagus, the pillars that support the vaulted ceiling that's 12 feet high, and nothing more.
Can I reach inside this wine thing so you can find any like levers or another?
There's no inside. It's a gargoyle's head with a closed mouth.
Does this look like the mouth can open? Like the skeleton?
Make an investigation check, Eridani.
Good.
Can I help him on that?
He's doing it, so he should make the roll.
Okay.
Alright, you take a look at it, Eridani, and you're not sure if it can open or not. You don't see any hinges.
Nathan, do you see any way to open these gargoyle mouths, like the skull, maybe?
I don't know.
Something second floor in the coffin.
If you want to check it out, Nathan, you can also make an investigation check.
One for 10.
You take a look at the gargoyle head. It's 5 feet tall. It's 5 feet wide. It looks like it has a fairly large mouth. And doesn't look like it can be opened. There's no hinges or anything like that. I mean, you could try forcing it open if you want with an athletics check.
My -1 athletics.
I'll help. Or you can help me.
Determine that it can be opened.
Apparently Nim's pretty strong, so why don't you get over here and do it?
Apparently I'm strong.
I'll assist you.
Alright.
And
that was athletics, you said, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one are we doing?
And I touch the little guy before. Give him guidance.
Oh no.
You're positive that be budged.
I'm all tuckered out from the freaking coffin.
We're gonna come back to you guys. I'm gonna move you guys back outside, but we're still in here.
Yep.
So heavy.
Okay, so meanwhile, inside the room of the block, it's completely submerged with wine now. You're up to your neck, and then it goes all the way up to the ceiling, and you take one last breath because that's the last one that you're going to get. Orion, what do you do?
All right. Well, seeing my friends trying to, at least my party members, try to get in these wine tunnels, I guess I'll follow their lead, and I'll use my movement to get over here. And then can I use my action to try to swim up it?
You don't have enough movement speed to attempt that. No.
If I dash with my action?
You can use a dash action. Yeah. You can make an athletics check.
All right.
And all of a sudden there's no resistance. You get straight on through.
Oh.
It's just like kind of swimming through a submerged tunnel now, or just crawling through a submerged tunnel basically. It's very awkward, and it's going to be half movement speed.
I think that's the first time in my life a nat 1 succeeded. So is it 10 movement to get where I am right now?
Yeah.
So 20, 30.
As you're crawling in, Orion, wine has kind of flooded back through this tunnel, and there is a relatively empty cistern. It's kind of drained enough that you can stand in here and you can be comfortable enough to stand with your head above the wine. The way it works with the gravity is that wine's not going to fill up this cistern. So at least it's a place where you're not going to drown to death.
Great. I'll breathe out and be quite happy with that.
Alright, Mataru Soniku can make a wisdom save.
Come on.
Got this.
No, it's good that
Or
he
not.
fails. He'll die if he didn't fail.
Torin.
Well, I still have some lay of hand hit points left, so I'll take those and just wait and see what happens.
Wine weird. That effect is only 1 minute as well, Lollard. So you know this thing's going to come back for you at some point.
Yeah.
Lollard.
Okay. I'm gonna try to go through the hole opening and see what if we can get through it.
Alright, when you crawl through, there's no resistance anymore. The cistern's completely drained, and there's just like a bit of a flooded passage that you can crawl through. You don't need any check, it's 10 feet
Okay.
per square that you move.
All right. Well, then I guess I'm going through, and I can do at least. How far can I just? Is it difficult terrain or?
Yeah, 1 square costs you 2, so you can go 3 spaces.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 3 spaces, and that would be put me right about there. I think.
Yep.
If I'm right.
As you head forward, Lollard, there's 2 things. Firstly, you're going on an incline, so you're actually climbing uphill.
Okay.
And there's an area up there where there's no wine, and the tunnel continues on. That's the good news. The bad news is that wine weird's like right next to you in the system.
Okay. And well, I still have those spirit guardians going at it, so
You still have
I-
how many squares did you move there? That was 3. So you still have an action, and you still have a bonus action.
okay. So and it's where exactly? Because I've only got 5 foot of visibility, so it's right about there.
Yeah, your visibility is only 5 feet, so you can kind of hear it sloshing around in a kind of half-empty cistern. Although,
Okay, but
you can't actually see it because of.
I can't see it.
Actually,
Okay,
you know what? I think your vision might be kind of returned now, Lollard, because you're not really like fully under wine in this area, so you can see it, and you can literally see it. It takes the form of a humanoid shape. It's not submerged, so it's now visible to you. It looks like just sploshing wine.
Okay, cool. So basically, I'm going to, as a turn, I'm just going to attack it.
Alrighty, you throw a sacred flame on it, and it dodges out of the way very quickly.
Okay. That is going to be about all I can do. So, yep, that's about all I can do. So that is my turn.
Orion, what do you do?
Can I look around this area for hidden doorways?
You can use your action to take the search action and make a perception check.
I'll like climb on the walls, go upside down, just like give this a good once over.
Okay.
Sorry, perception or investigation?
Perception to look for things.
Okay.
You take a look around. It's a 10-foot diameter sphere-shaped cistern with smooth stone walls and a few feet of wine still in the bottom of it. The drainage hole is kind of a few feet down as well, so there's a nice comfortable area above you, but there's no secret doors here that you can see. It's just all smooth stone, and you can kind of see properly now as well, Orion, so I'll give you... Oh, you've already got your vision back anyway.
Then I'm good. I'll just kind of do that.
Okay, Mataru Soniku can make a wisdom save. Still trying to get away from Lollard, but I think that effect's gonna wear off very soon.
Not yet.
He's gonna swim to the other side. Torin. So there's a cistern. It's a safe place where you and your allies can breathe. As far as you're aware, like they're all still drowning out there. So.
Do I notice that the stream is not moving anymore?
Yeah, you can see that the cistern's drained as much as it can drain.
Difficult. I don't know. I'm just hoping my friends are okay, but I don't know where they are. I'll just wait and see what happens. Maybe start a short rest.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm gonna be able to stay here for an hour, but we'll see.
You feel like there's only a limited amount of breathable air in here as well.
Right.
You might like run out of air before that hour. Okay. Alright, this Wineweed's gonna make a wisdom save for the Spirit Guardians. And it's gonna take the full brunt.
Oh yeah. Take that.
It starts to get eaten away, and it's just gonna try and constrict you, Lollard. The line of wine bounces off your armor, and it ends its turn. Lollard.
Okay. Noticed, and I'm going to do this. And I'm going to use my last spell slot on level 3 and cure myself.
Wow. Oh my god.
And so let's see, that's what, 6, that's level 3, so it's 5, 8, and add 5 to that, so...
Is that Wongo?
Yeah, it's Wongo. Darn you, Wongo.
What a dick. What a
You got
dick.
13
No.
healing.
Yeah,
What if someone's a dick to you? Does he like lash out?
I don't know. No, well, yeah, kind of does. I guess I don't know.
You just inflict wounds on me?
Okay, that's my turn.
Orion.
I'm going to take a deep breath and swim back out. 10, 20, 30, 40. I'll take the dash action. 10. Oh, I was coming out to see if anybody was still.
You can't see
not
more
in
than
there.
5 feet.
Gotcha. Then we'll go.
So you know
60.
that Torin was over this way, and Lollard with his Spirit Guardians is over this way.
Well, I saw that that Torin went in and he didn't come out, so I'm going to assume that he's okay. For the rest of my movement, I'm just going to 70, 80 to where the sarcophagus is for the rest of my turn. That'll be it.
Okay. Alright, Metal Sonic's no longer frightened, and he's just going to do what he was told to do and try and open the door. Torin, you're going to stay here?
Yeah, until I think there's not enough air anymore.
Okay.
Or do that, and then maybe to see if I can find another way out. But right now, this is the best place to be.
Okay. You wait it out, see what happens. The Wineweed's going to make a wisdom save. And takes the full brunt of the Spirit Guardians.
3 damage.
It's almost completely destroyed as it lashes out at you, Lollard. And whoosh, it hits you for 17 bludgeoning damage. It grapples you, it restrains you, and it drags you 5 feet closer.
Did that heal save you?
Yeah, it did.
It did its job.
Being selfish saved your life then.
Yes, selfish. You say, tell you, being selfish works, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Now let's see what happens with your concentration. This is very important.
Okay.
And
Hey.
maintain
Ooh, there we go.
concentration.
Yes.
Gotta get that Warcaster.
I don't think you took off your hit points there properly, Lollard.
Oh, wait a minute. 26 from... And you gave me 17 damage, right? Okay, that's right.
Yeah, 17 points of damage.
Yep, there you go. Okay.
Well, that's not right either. 26 minus 17 will be 9, so you should be on 9 hit points.
Oh. I'm
Quick math, quick math.
tonight.
No problem.
Yep. There we go. All right,
Reverse
sorry about
math.
Alrighty, Lollard.
Reverse
It's you or it. This thing's close to being destroyed. You need to finish it off or it's gonna drown you. Choke you to death.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and just do that.
Alright, point blank guiding bolt. Direct hit.
Damn. It's like 4d6 or something.
And
Yeah.
the golden light that explodes out from you disperses the wine weird, and it drips down to be nothing more than some wine at the bottom of this cistern.
Very nice.
Finally,
Yeah.
you guys actually managed to pull through that.
Jesus.
Man, Jesus' blood is really painful.
Yeah.
Jesus blood.
It is. My goodness.
Wow.
Okay.
Dude, this tomb sucks.
Actually, that was very good, Seb. I have to commend you on that one.
You guys get 722 experience. And what have we all learned? Never split the party, because it's not over
Never
yet.
split the party.
I wouldn't have survived that room anyway, so.
It's not over yet. As Millhouse, Eridani, Nim, and Nathan return to this original plane, you guys find an empty room. Ryan, Torrin, and Lollard, you guys need to go somewhere for air, because when those wine weirds are destroyed, the cisterns begin filling up. And that's where we're going to wrap up the session.
You might want to get
Uh-oh.
Oh, dang!
Oh.
take a quick breather and then die.
That was tough. But you guys pulled through, so good job.
Oh my god. At what cost?
What
At what
crap.
cost?
Torrin, sorry about all the damage.
No, you're totally fine. I get it's Wongo. I'm not gonna get you on that.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
In
What a
character,
trap,
Ryan's
what
gonna
a
be mad
trap.
at it. Yeah, that's a good trap.
But then in character, Lollard doesn't care.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Alright, guys. Thank you very
All
much.
right.
And I'll